Hello, hello. I think I have stuff here. Hey, Lori. Hey, Ada. Did you do your kit already, Ada? Like, not yet. Are you gonna work on it tonight? Sorry about that. I don't. His schedule varies, and so I forgot that I had it at the exact same time his shift ended. So I had to bump it down a little bit um, today. I am going to be on again in the morning though, and we'll do more slow stitching. Work was a little crazy, so welcome in. Oh no! When is your when are you home? Because I will be on in the morning for like an hour and a half doing some stuff too. So today is the August kit, and we do still have 11 to 7. I forget what time zone you're in, Ada. I think I'm going on around 7 Pacific. Hey, Helen. Welcome in. So this is the August kit, and we're going to work on this one right now. I do still have 7 available if anyone is interested in them. If you go into the Buy It Now, there's a few, and I'll show you the September kit too. This is the one we're going to be working on tonight. I am recording on Facebook and YouTube. So hi, Facebook and YouTube. Okay. Oh, you're only an hour ahead of me. Okay. So I will be on. So then if you're done at 7, that's 6 my time. Yeah, you'll be home. You'll probably want to sleep, but you'll be home when I go on in the morning. Um, hey, Carmen. So this is the one we're looking at. We're going to work on this one tonight, is the ocean. And I'll show you what's in it. And then I will show you what's in the September kit. Oh, I have to open this one. So there are still some of these available. So you get it all packaged up nice and neat like this when you grab it. I will be showing the September kit here in a minute, but this is the August one that we're going to work on tonight. How's everybody? Ooh. Oh, you do? Oh, my husband runs a business like that out here. Um, okay. So this is what's in the August kit. So you're getting a little. So we can embroider. You can paper cut this and paper embroider the sand dollar if you want to add it to your piece. But you've got the embroidery floss. You've got all of these because I was thinking of making waves with the different colors. So you got a ton of embroidery floss this time in all different color blues. The main one of white. You're getting the burlap ribbon. You're getting the overlay of this looks like water to me. So you're getting this really pretty shimmery mesh, some blue lace, and then this pretty little blue. It looks like there's waves in there with the other pieces. So I thought that was pretty. Then your back, the needle, and then this pack this month has a couple of that I made these for you guys. So I drilled the holes in the shells and made a couple of them as charms. You get an actual sand dollar, and then you get some other little smaller shells, and then this mix like an ocean mix. So some of it looks like sea glass. They're all beads and pearls. So just this fun little mix you get to see what we want to do with. So that's the August Slow Stitch. If you don't have it, there's 7 available still if you want it. The This video is going to be we're live streaming on YouTube right now. YouTube, if you're out there, or Facebook, if anyone wants to come on over and join us, there's a coupon. I saw that the coupon referrals right now, when you refer new people, is $25. That's pretty darn good. Um, so you can use the QR code that's up here if you want to come hang out with us and come on and shop. Um, but so you'll have it. So if you do have the kit and you don't get to do it tonight, or you have the kit, you'd want to get the kit, but you don't have it in hand right now and you want to order it tonight, you'll have the YouTube stream, the live stream on those platforms. So that's what we're going to work on tonight. I do want to show you what is coming up for next month. So next month is going to be our September kit. Let me move this over just a little bit. So that's the August kit. The September kit is going to be sunflowers. And so we're going to start, and you're getting a little, it's going to be a very collagey type of kit. So we're going to start with this cute little autumn sunflower base, and you've got your needle and you've got your felt on there as your base. Then you're going to have the pattern here for the flower center, and then different size flower petals. Those are your patterns. And then you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yellow swatches for petals. Each one you can make 3 petals, at least 3 petals, depending on how you orient them on here. So that's that one. 2 of the swatches are Tim Holtz fabrics. Hey, Ellie. So that one's a Tim Holtz. The rest are vintage fabrics. I pulled these all out of my collection. You did? I'll have to look at it. I'll go pull it. This is also a Tim Holtz. So this one, I mean, the Tim Holtz is going to be whatever cuts out. Honeybee, honeycomb. But see how they would make, they're all going to be petals. And we're going to collage them into petals of or sunflower. Then you have 1 swatch for leaves. You can use these for leaves if you want to use leaves. I'm not sure I want leaves on mine. And then this is going to be the circle center. So you can do it however you want. I plan on doing it like in a corner and then having petals come around the side, and then do some other things with the trims. These are the trims you're getting. We're getting these 2, and then a gross grain ribbon. And then you're getting 2 full skeins this time. So you're getting black and ecru with it too. So that's, oh, a button. What happened to the button? There are going to be various buttons. I've got them all picked out. I made sure I had 20 for the kit, but you're getting one of these vintage buttons too. To do as you wish. Hey, Critter Chops. So that is the August kit. Oh, not the August kit. That's the September kit. Let me change that. So that is, there it is. There you go. That's the kit. We're going to do some fun stuff with that one. So there's going to be a lot of applique on this one. So a little bit fancier. But I thought that would be so cute with each the different petals, like a hodgepodge of different sunflower petals. And let's see. So, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll be on. I'm going to be on tomorrow morning too, because I wasn't able to go on this morning. Thanks, Ada. It's in the mail. Oh, thanks, Teresa. School starts tomorrow, and it's been kind of crazy. So, like I said, after this, oh, thank you, Helen. Glad you stopped by to say hi. Let's see. I'm trying to get to my messages, Ada. I love that you ooh, look at that. Look at what Ada did with hers. I like how you covered the buttons. Very cool. She made a little flag out of hers. That's very cool. Um, it did I even pinned the notification. I just came on. I've been on for like 10 minutes. So you didn't miss anything, Bobby. Very nice. Very cute. So you can slow stitch and you can use that in your junk journal. Very cool. And then she's got her flag. That's awesome. That came out really good. I do have these available too. I was thinking those were strings. I just realized that's the firework fabric. That's cool. It almost looks like wrapped wrapped it in string. That looks really good. So, and I do have those available too if anyone um wants that. That's this one that Ada worked on for July and finished. That's what I was gonna work on this morning, and now I have quite a few different slow stitch kits right now. So this one comes with all of this trim, a skein of the main thread, then some accent thread, the needle, of course, and then this one you're getting three fun fabrics, then the felt back. Then you're getting the template, or you can actually um, punch these and then do embroidery backstitch on those. So that's the July kit. So July, August, and September are all available in the bin. Yes. Oh, so do you have buttons in there, or you made yo-yos? Yay! Now you know. So when you sell them, you can talk about them now too. So again, this is the September kit. Um, that's cool. I forgot about those. I make little flowers. I haven't done those in a long time. I should do those. Because you can actually do them without the temp. I have a little like template to make the little flowers. Yes, crafty crap or just crap. Um, but yeah, I gotta show you guys how to make those petals. Do you know how to make the little flowers, Ada? They're kind of like the yo-yos, and you can use a little template. I even have cute little templates that I started with. But then I was like, wait a minute, you don't really need this in order to make these. I'll have to show you how to make them. You start with a square, and then you fold it over, and you stitch the open side, and then you gather it all together, and it turns into a petal. And then you just keep doing that for like 6 petals, and then tie a knot, and it turns into this really cute little flower. I can show you guys how to do it. If you just use a running stitch to do it. Yeah, it comes out really good. This actually that might be fun to play with this one next month and make little so take because we could probably shoot might even be able to get even you could probably do two little tiny squares. Then you have this triangle for a sunflower petal like this one. So like you could do something that might be cute with this one to do what I was thinking of doing with a pattern off to the side. So it's just like, I gotta get my main fabric. So like just do even like a quarter of this as the circle, sunflower circle, and then have it kind of radiate right here. Then over here, do the little flowers that I'm talking about with the rest of the fabric. That might be fun. We'll have to, that's what I'll do something like that. Yeah, this is it, Lulu. So it's a sunflower kit. So we're gonna start. That's what we're actually talking about. This one's gonna be, and I'm gonna teach a new flower technique without it. It's kind of like a yo-yo. There's templates out there to make them, but when I have the little template, and I'm like, you don't really need the template in order to make these. So This is the base fabric with the needle and your felt backing. And then you're getting 2 skeins, so you can go dark or light however you want around the edges and stuff. And then we're gonna make sunflower petals. So this is the we have the pattern here, but I just thought, I don't know when you came in on that part, Lulu. I was thinking, so you can, there's going to be a lot of different things you can do. So, like, you could put the flower here or in the center, and then radiate them around right in the middle. You could do it off to the down the bottom here. But I was thinking what Ada and I were talking about right now is like doing a quarter of it, so a quarter of it, and then have the petals from this radiate out just right here, and then that'll give us room to make these little yo-yo flowers that I'll show you how to make out of the rest of the fabric. And you're getting a lot of little swatches this time. So this is the center, and then you're getting all these different little yellows. Two of the fabrics are Tim Holtz fabrics. The rest are vintage. So that one's one of the Tim Holtz. This is another Tim Holtz. But can you kind of see how they're going to make the petals? Thanks, Lulu. And then you're gonna get, and then you got a green for leaves because you can make leaves out of these patterns too. And then we've got just some trims to play with. And then you're gonna get, it's all gonna be random vintage buttons. I already counted out the 20 big buttons, so you're gonna get a big button. So that's the kit. Wait a minute, I'm missing something. Something's missing. Where did my, oh, I never, you're getting some of this too. I'm like, wait a minute, there's a ribbon missing. So you're getting some of this too. It's got wire, but we can take the wire out. You're getting this too. There. There we go. Thank you, Lulu. So that's next month. So this one we'll do on September 2nd. Yeah, September 2nd. So this one will be fun because I'm really excited now, Ada, about those they're not yo-yo flowers. I cannot remember the name of them. They have a special name. But they're super cute because we can totally do that. We can do both things. Because all you need are little squares, and then you like fold over the square, and then you like running stitch the open edges, and then gather it, and then they make these cute little petals, and then you keep putting them together. I don't know if anyone remembers last year when I was actually selling some of these little petals, like flowers like this with buttons. Hey Julie, how are you doing, sweetie? So, um, I'm excited. Now I want to do this one the ocean. So this one's gonna be next month. So, um, it'll be fun. And then I couldn't. I this was completely from things I've gathered from people at what? Well, minus the Tim Holtz. Sorry, the Tim Holtz fabrics I did. One of the first. That was one of the first things I sourced. But otherwise, the rest of it all came from Whatnot Friends. So. Um, I was so excited when I looked at my stash and found this because I was already wanting to do sunflowers and I already had this idea. Um, so yeah, you get little swatch pieces. So and you can, I mean, gosh, you imagine how many snippets you can make with all this if you didn't want to. Ooh, that would be cute too. To like cut little pieces and then stitch it along the edge like a ruffle. Oh my gosh, there's so many things we're gonna be able to do with all this. This little bit of fabric is gonna go a really long way. So I'm already ready to do this one. I always get excited about, like, I was super excited about the ocean one, but now I'm super excited about about this one. So, it'll be fun. So it'll be fun. So get in on that. That one is at the bottom. There's a bunch of slow stitch kits. There's July, August, and September, plus the cherry blossom slow stitch kit. If you're not sure about slow stitching it, if you're new to slow stitching, it really is um, collaging with fabric. Obviously, this one's really going to be collaging with fabric. This one is going to be. It is exciting. Hi, Ada. Um, and then doodling with thread is really what it is. And we're gonna do it tonight. So what I'm gonna do tonight, we'll do next month with this kit. The 3 stitches. We're gonna do a French knot again. This one, because I thought it would be cute to put French knots on the sunflower center like seeds. I thought that'd be cute. So we're gonna learn a few things. We're gonna do our blanket stitch, our seed stitch, our running stitch. We're gonna do a French knot. We might do back stitch too. And then when we make those little flowers, that's gonna be running stitch. So yeah, lots of fun stuff. And then you get you get these pieces too, the pattern. But yes, and you can do it all different ways. So you don't have to, of course, you know me. I give you all the stuff and I give you ideas, but I want you to take off with it and run how you want to run with it. So, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a corner, radiate the flowers around it, and then have that space to make a couple of little mini sunflowers using that technique I'll show you. So so that's the kit. And then I even put there's a little green swatch for leaves if you want leaves. I was, like, squealing in my storage unit when I went and got all this stuff out because I was so excited about that. Um, oh, you are modded. A mod thing looks funny. How are you feeling, Julie? So so that is it. That is the kit. Um, I'm gonna tie these up again so that they're all together. I think this one will be a lot of fun. They're all a lot of fun in all different ways. So now we're gonna have fun before we head off into fall. We're going to go to the ocean tonight. So we're gonna do ocean. Um, is he still not feeling well? And are you still dealing with all the fires? Are there still fires up there? So I'm gonna put this up here just so people can see it. Oh, I don't know how to put that together. There we go. Well, that works. Nice to have room. But better. That's good. We had well the night I was on. So what was that Monday night? There was such I didn't even bother looking outside, but the dust storms were so bad last night that Lulu, are you? I know I was asking the other night if are you okay? I mean, you're in your area safe. Well, all my friends out in Minnesota or Washington area, you're both dealing with fires. Julie, did you know Laura lives in oh my gosh, did I say it wrong? Minnesota or Michigan? You guys live near each other. I don't know how closely to each other, but you both live in the same state. I'm having a brain fart. Um, yeah, Minnesota. I'm like, are you near? Because I asked her, I'm like, you're near Julie? She's like, yeah. So she's dealing with the fires too, and she has a cold too. So this is the August kit we're gonna work on tonight. Um, gosh, I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I kind of like it all overlaid like that because it looks like water shimmering. So I think I might leave it all like that and sew it all together. Um, and I think I don't know if I want to use a blanket stitch on this one. I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. Oh, there it is. Like I lost my. I finally had to get readers because I was having trouble with or without my contacts. Um, so hopefully everybody's okay. Oh gosh. Oh, no. Well, I hope that the winds calm down so that everything will be okay. Yeah, we had the night last time I was on, there was like a really bad winds and I could hear it while we were on, but I never looked outside. And apparently it was a really big dust storm, so bad that it made the air quality the worst in the country for us yesterday. And I didn't even I was so oblivious to it. Only like at work people were talking about it and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." And I didn't have the windows open, right? Cuz we usually leave it's cuz it's so hot. It's the house stays cooler if we keep the blinds closed. So, um but apparently the sky was just brown, this hazy brown yesterday for most of the day. Today it cleared up. By the time I went out in the afternoon later, there wasn't, like, midday, we ran some errands and it wasn't. Yeah, it's been pretty bad, and I hate to it, but we haven't usually we're the ones with the wildfires, so I almost need a pin to tack all this. So I was kinda surprised and sad to hear that you guys are dealing with all that. Um, I'm gonna trim down my pieces, so I've got it pinned. I'm gonna even everything up a little bit here. Um, and true junk journalers, you don't have to throw that out. You could actually use this in snippets. Um, and if anyone's new and has not heard of slow stitching before, let me know because I'm happy to go over what we're doing and kind of the what do they call it? I can't think of the phrase. There's a phrase for it. The method behind the madness. That's what I'm trying to think of. So I'm literally saving this stuff for snippets. Um, 13, only 13%. I saw that today. I saw that, Lulu. I saw that on the news. I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?" That is crazy. Well, I'm glad they caught him. There's my little snippet pack. Okay. So this one is available. Summer the September kit is out now. Um, I couldn't see. The only thing I saw was like from a drone camera, and they were arresting him or something. That was like, and I had the volume off, so I couldn't. I was just reading the tagline, so that's why I knew. But yeah, that's crazy. So this one is still available. This one is the August kit, and it's in the bin. If you just go into the Buy It Now section and look up Slow Stitch Kit, or even Slow, just type in Slow, and all the kits that are available will pop up. And I did promise um, we would work on. We haven't worked on the cherry blossom one at all. I do have that one available too. So that, let's see, I'm gonna show you all the kits available. Um, so the ocean kit is available. This is August. This new sunflower is September. Red, white, and blue is July. So we have that too. Um, and then I need to set up. I don't have a kit completely set up for cherry blossom right now, but I do need to prep one. So I'm going to do that. I mean, all the fabric is cut, but the pieces aren't with it. So there's a cherry blossom one that's super cute that we have not worked with yet. I think. And where did I put? Oh, I just had the thread. So this one is going to come with a needle. It'll come with a needle. This one's going to come with two pieces of felt. One piece is for the back of your cherry blossom fabric. The other one is to cut out your cherry blossoms. So this is gonna be this is a really this one's only $8. So if you just want to try it, not sure you're gonna like it, but want to see what at a lower entry point, um, and haven't started the collection yet, then you can do this one, and it's gonna come with the pink and the white. So that's it. Two skeins, needle, two pieces of felt, and the fabric, and then the pattern, and we're gonna make cherry blossoms. I think this one's gonna be one of the cutest ones. It's one of the simplest ones, but I think it's gonna be one of the cutest ones. So let's put that there. So those are all the kits that are available right now. There's actually usually there's not that much, but I was not on as much in July, so I think it didn't get cleared out like it usually does. Um, Hello, welcome in. And then if anyone wants to know exactly what a slow stitch kit is all about, just let me know. But feel free. Yay! You need to send me a picture. I want to see how you made it, Lulu. So we'll see if I don't if hey hey how are you? I haven't seen you in forever, sweetie. How are you, Cats Forever Crafts? Long time no see. So I'm gonna start this. I think yeah, I've been to this month. July and June. Okay. Yeah, show me. I want to see it. So I'm probably not going to go on super late. I do want to show the three stitches. Um, and then I am going to be on in the morning too. And I'm going to keep doing slow stitch stuff because I was supposed to do it this morning and then darn work. So I just had a lot I had to get done for work. So um, did not happen yet this morning, but it'll happen tomorrow morning and Friday morning. You're going to get a double dose of me in the morning, Thursday, Friday. So I'm going to try to go on in the mornings for a coffee and craft. Um, Wednesday mornings, usually Wednesday mornings and Thursday mornings, work permitting, of course. And then Monday, Wednesday night Monday junk journaling, can't talk. Monday junk journaling, Wednesday first Wednesday of the month is slow stitch kit. I'm organizing my shows. If you if you've been in my bin or if you've been in my profile, you can see my shows are getting organized. First Wednesday of the month are all special slow stitch kit. The rest of the Wednesdays, I'm gonna theme them because I'm not. One will be like a craft and chat a month where it's just going to be totally random. The same thing we used to do, um, like with um, you ask me a question and I'll figure that out. We can always do that on Wednesdays, but I'm going to start theming them. So if I have like, I'm going to move the circus one to a Wednesday, my sewing one to a Wednesday, anything like that where I'm going to have a bunch of handmade things. Um, they're gonna move to my Wednesday show. And then Saturdays and Sundays will be I think Sundays will still be a live thrift, Fridays will still be a live thrift. And any trains. If I do trains, it's gonna probably be a couple times a month. Um, or run my own train. So that's it. And I don't think I have my birthday show. I'm taking my birthday off and I want to hang it out with you guys during the day. So um, that's going to be coming. And we're also going to celebrate 5,000 followers. We're over 5,000 now. So thank you guys so much. But we're going to celebrate 5,000 because we didn't do our milestone celebration. I try to do one every 1,000 we go up. So thank you so much. We're going to celebrate 5,000 followers and my birthday on the same day on the 14th of this month. And then my raid train is going to be in September. September 11th and 12th. We have a really awesome group. So um, I will pull that up in a minute, but I want to start actually doing this. So, and that's going to be a fun one. It's Harvest to Halloween. The Ray Train is Harvest to Halloween, so that's going to be a fun one. And you know what? I just realized I did not put any giveaways in my bin. Shame on me. Let me do that. What is this points thing? I don't know what that is. I had some weird pop-up come up with points. Have you guys seen that at all? I don't know. That was weird. Oh, I'm not. That's why, because I'm not. Oh, can I not add? Oh, I can. That is so weird. It's making me look like I'm. Well, here's seller support at the moment. We're going to create a giveaway. And I always do sticker weight. We're gonna do one of my gathered crafter stickers. I have new stickers. If you have not seen my new stickers, they're in the bin. Go check them out. And if you want more than two, let me know because I can run a bundle. I've got bundle prices in the auction, but they're in the bin. There's gathered crafter stickers, there's late night crafty crew stickers, and there's snarky stickers. So you can see them. You can see if you can enlarge the picture and everything and see what they look like. They're 4x4s. So what am I doing? Looking for stickers. There it is. I have a thumbnail I use. So, well, there's all my stickers right there. Oh, might help if I spell follower right. We'll do some follower raid. Gary, thank you. And we'll see how late we are. Don't see how late we go tonight. Because I do really want to come on the morning, but that means I have to sleep. um, why didn't I keep my? You guys just saw me do the photo thing. Let's see. Hey Jen, hey Brambleroot, Nat's Cozy's Craft. Welcome in. Well, see, I did that before. Followers and now we can go. Okay, let me grab my gathered crafter stickers. I don't have all in here, but see they're bigger and they're sparkly. So let me grab some of my gathered crafty crew. So ooh, this was a good one. Oh, two of them are really good. So we'll do a couple. Well, this one here is gathered crafty crew. Look, it's for slow stitching too. So that's gonna be the gibby right now. We're gonna run it. So get in the gibby if you want this gathered crafty crew sticker. It's got the thread and the fabric and the scissors just right for our slow stitch night. And let's start slow stitching. And then we'll talk more about the Ray Train or whatever you want. Ask questions. Remember what I say, there are no silly questions here because if you have the question, more than likely there's a few others that have the same question. So feel free to ask away as we slow stitch. Grab a beverage of choice. Mine's water tonight. I'm just setting up the chat so I can see it better. Otherwise it gets super tiny. There we go. Okay, I don't like that view. So, is anyone slow stitching with me? And again, if you are slow stitching, I know, is Allie, I know Allie was in here. Is Allie in here? So I know you had questions. I saw your message and I didn't have a chance to respond back. Um, okay, we're good. So the September slow stitches down there again in the bin. Just put in. You just even have to type in slow, and all of the kits will show up. So these are all the kits I have available right now. Um, mm, there you can see a little bit better. And my water. Um, it probably looks like a big old gloppy mess right now, but get in the giveaway for the Gather Crafter Crew sticker. Buy my water. That's the September kit. This is the August kit we're working on now. That's July, and this is cherry blossoms. So, we'll see how far we get. Um, so I'm going to take the skein and I'm just going to pull some. I don't want a super long piece because it ends up getting tangled up in a mess. Um, I'd rather just keep adding more. And I'm actually going to take it down to 3 strands this time. Usually I'll do um, usually I'll do all 6 strands around the edge because I want it to be a thicker accent border, but I kind of want it to blend in today. I don't really want it to be super prominent. I'll show you. So this is how I usually do the thickness. This was the February one. Um, and this was what I've done so far. Here I didn't do the stitch. I did the a running stitch up here and I got more trim I want to add around, but I was using the blanket stitch on an applique. I'm not sure. I don't know. This one's going to be a lot of just stitching because I want to make waves with all this this. So I want the edges to kind of blend in. So, hi, Ellie. Welcome in. Thank you. So, um, welcome in. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Can you guys see me? Oh, I don't know why I did that with the computer. I forgot I had my iPad on. Okay. Okay, so I took it down to three threads. Um, is this one with a bigger? It is. I'm going to use this because of my eyes. Okay, good. I just had my, see, that's what happens when I have too much on here. Now I don't know what I did with the, I actually had a needle threader. And it has disappeared. So this one is the August kit. If anyone is interested, it's still available. Nice. Good thing I found the larger eye needle because I don't know what I did with my needle threader. And I still might not be able to do this. My eyes are really getting. Cats Forever Crafts, you won my sticker, girl. That's going to you. Congratulations. Oh, I need some of my little papers. So I like having all this room, but then I have things too far away from me too, and I need to wrangle them back over. Oh wow. Well, see, it's your lucky day. That is going to you. Okay. Oh, you're at work. I'm kind of sad I don't know where my needle threader is. Now I'm going to get obsessed with looking for it. I know I had it. It's a little red needle threader. Oh, I don't. Oh, this works because I can use that as a pin to tack it. I'm going to keep all my pieces overlaid like that. I think it looks like water, so I just want it to shimmer like that. You ready to go? Oh. Speaking of whose kids or grandkids have started school already. That's another thing. I have to get up early. Jake's first day is tomorrow. So let's see how long this takes me. I might just cut a piece of wired ribbon. You know what? This is my kit. I'm gonna since this is gonna be the one I work on. If you have a ton of wired ribbon and you don't like to use it because it has the wire in it with junk journals and stuff, you can pull it out and then it's soft ribbon. And then I use the wires for needle threading. Yours yours will come with a wire in it so you can do as you please. But that's gonna be end up my kit anyway, so, um, so was mine. Arizona, we just start too darn early. They like to let them roast for a month. They end at the end of May and they start this is better than last year. They started the last week of July and I was not happy. At least this year is the normal time when they usually start. Okay, so this is going to be fun and interesting because the mesh is stretchy and I'm gonna sew them all together. Yes, you need we had this conversation last year. Wasn't Julie and I scolding you about just get on and do it? Oh, see, I'm uneven again. I'm just going to start. Let's see. I'm gonna leave it. And this one might help if you have like a little pin to tack things or the clips. I used to have those clips. I have them somewhere. Those I have not found yet to be on my newly organized desk here. It's quite exciting. I was on a train over the weekend and I had everything right where I needed. I'm like, oh, that's in the other room. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I do too. You make a huge mess. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to tack the thread just here in the back and not sew my finger. I hope you guys did not see that. I just sewed my skin. We're um, and I'm just going to do a loop right in the same stitch. I put the thread in and then I'm going to go back through that same stitch and it makes a loop. Oh no. Yeah, I need to I'm in the process of organizing things so I could finally go up to my space for my studio. And then bring it through the loop, and that way you have a little knot in the back, and that's going to tack it down for you. These. And so I am going to do the blanket stitch mostly to show you. I probably would have just done it like a running stitch or something. Um, but I'm going to start, but I want to show you the blanket stitch. So we're going to start a quarter in from the left and a quarter in from the top. You can reverse this if you're left-handed and start on the right side. And then I'm going to really just actually, you're just going to make a loop right now. You're just making a loop through. That's what you're doing. Then you're going to come right back out. I don't know how that's going to be with, how it's going to show with all this shiny fabric. But I'm coming right back through that stitch. This time when I go through the loop, or this time when I have a loop, sorry, I'm going to put the needle through it and pull. Just kind of like we did that knot in the back. That's going to hold on to it. So now we're going to go over a quarter of an inch again from the back, and we're going to push through all that fabric. We're going to have the loop. I'm going to put the needle through the loop and pull. And see, makes a little squared stitch, and that's your blanket stitch. I'm just going to keep doing that. Yes, it is going through the edge to close it up and put all of the fabric pieces, all the fabric together. So yes, so it wraps around to the back. I don't know if you can see that. Well, yeah, you can see it. It's wrapping around to the back and sealing it all up. I don't know how I feel about the blanket stitch on this one because I wanted it really light and airy. But you know what? Ooh, you know what I could do though? That would make me feel better about this blanket stitch that we're doing. This is mostly to show you guys how to do blanket stitch. You could do a seed stitch or a running stitch or something else here, back stitch, whip stitch. That's one we haven't done. Um, but you know what else is fun with the blanket stitch? If you crochet, this sets up your first chain so that you can do crochet off the side of things. So that's another fancy thing you can do with a blanket stitch. And we're just gonna keep going all the way to the end. I've been doing that on my little cardboard circles. Yep. So it sets it up perfectly to make a chain. I don't know if I have one of my little I've been doing I have all these neat little cardboard circles and I've been piercing paper. Yep. See, look. I don't have the crochet on it yet though. I should have. These came in the June kit, the little flowers I made out of these, but I just paper pierced the cardboard and then did the blanket stitch around, and then it gives you that first chain to start hooking into to make, to crochet. Thanks. So that's something else you can do. But yeah, that might look pretty with this, is have, like, a little dainty, like, lacy border with crochet on it. That would be fun to do. Because I don't know how I'm feeling about the blanket stitch right now on here, but I think if it looked like waves, that might be cool. Um, Slow stitch is actually really embroidery. It's what it is it's kind of a mindful activity while using some embroidery stitches. So it's just about slowing down and letting go of all the racing thoughts and things like that. But you basically learn, hey Carol, how are you? Um, Yep. Yeah, because 'cause we're using embroidery stitches. So it's exactly like that. It's just free form embroidery. So this is fun to do because you could oh my gosh, we have some friends. If you ever see, um, I introduced this to Terry's D Stash, if you know Terry, and she has like taken it to a whole other level. Um, yeah, I like free form too. So and she's made some really beautiful pieces of art with her slow stitching. So, um, so yeah, I teach you what it is, and it's kind of fun too. The kits are little portable pieces, so you can take them with you. I have friends that take them to the doctor's office when they're waiting or like at a practice and things like that. Yes, it would be very pretty in a journal too. These can turn into journal pages or journal covers. I've done slow stitching for journal covers. I do want to do some soft pages though with some journals um, for my journals this year. In fact, Sisters in Bloom is having they're doing a battle of the junk journals, and my plan for that one is to do a journal that has soft pages in it, and it's going to have some slow stitching in it. So that's I got to get on that though. That's coming fast. I was just thinking about what I wanted to do for that. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but then they told me it was on Saturday, not Thursday. They had the wrong date. So um but yeah, you can do some really pretty things with some um with embroidery. And this one is kind of I just do the thanks, Carol. Yeah, I've got some quilt swatches that I'm going to cut down, and then do some stitching, and then I'm going to put soft pages in it. Hey, Heather. Um, so with the slow stitch kit though, Ellie, sorry, I squirrel, I scroll. So if I go off on a tangent, you can reel me back in. Um, on here we go through 3 stitches usually once a month. So first Wednesday of the month is our slow stitch night with a new kit, and I show you blanket stitch, seed stitch, running stitch. We're gonna with a cherry blossom we haven't done yet. We're gonna do a French knot, sometimes back stitch. Um, but the point of it is not to get super fancy with your embroidery. It's to have muscle memory with a few stitches so that you can just kind of let it go and um, and do whatever you feel at the moment, like doodling. You're literally doodling with thread and collaging with fabric with us. So there really is no rules. So that's why a lot of people will say, well, why don't you have a finished product? Well, I don't want to have a finished product so that you follow me. I want to give you the tools to do it, and come up with all these wonderful creations. Because I love to see everybody's comes out different, which is so cool. They'll send me pictures, and they have taken it, and I learn from everybody every month because they'll take it. Somebody, Ada's awesome. She'll send me her slow stitch every month, and I get ideas, or it brings back ideas that I hadn't thought of in a while, or I see something new and I would have never thought to do that, and so then it inspires me to try something different. So everybody everybody learns from each other, and everybody can take it in a different way. So that's what I like to do, because this way you get a little, because if you went out and had to buy like a quarter yard, you're going to end up, hey Brainy, how are you, sweetie? You're going to end up with, fabric, a little bit of fabric that you're going to use, and then you're just going to store the rest of it. This way you get the little swatches that you need to make the project, and then you don't have any excess, and everybody gets to share. So they're fun. People are using them to make patchwork quilts or tote bags. People have talked about using them as pockets. When I was first learning about slow stitching and I would look it up, people were they showed you how to glue it onto a canvas and hang them on the wall. So there's a lot of different things you could do. So we're already at the end, and I'm going to show you how to get ready to turn the corner. So we're going to do one more stitch. We have enough room here to get um, like another 1/4 inch, and it's going to be a 1/4 inch from our stitching. It's going to be a 1/4 inch from the corner, and it's going to be a 1/4 inch in on the next side. And we're going to put it in that perfect little centered spot as best we can. And so I'm going to keep sewing into that stitch there. We're going to do one more stitch on this top side. Okay. So now we're going to go back right into that stitch. I don't know if is it. Oh, it shows up so much better on the camera when I go and look than. Oh, okay. We'll see in a little bit, Ellie. Um, yes, it is more relaxing. I know Ellie just left, but it is more relaxing to just have a little bit instead of a ton of stuff, and then you get overwhelmed. So I do the overwhelming for you, because I literally do that sometimes. I'll have all of it in front of me. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do with this? And then I put it into the kits for you guys. So we're in that last stitch. Now we're going to go work on the corner. So we're going to go right back into that stitch, or as close as you can to it. I'm having a little trouble getting through the lace. Okay, so there I am right back in that stitch. Oh, night, Julie. Feel better, sweetie. Text me sometime so I know how you're doing. And then you're going to go through the loop again, just like we've been doing, but you're going to pull it in that diagonal so that it forms around the corner. Then we're going to go back again into that same stitch and then turn it. We have our loop, and now we're just going to continue on and go through that loop. And oops, I moved my little corner by accident. And then tighten that, and then can you see it? It's like a little fan. You got that little finished corner. And then we just keep going. So I guess it doesn't look too bad. It just wasn't, I don't know. I think I do want to crochet it. I think this will be the base of some crochet work. And now we're just going to keep doing the same thing, just like a 1/4 inch of space. And then you get that loop, put it through. Eventually, when you get fast enough, you can do the loop and the pull at the same, pull it into the square at the same, all at the same time. Like if you're ready for that, if you have your thread so that it's in front of your needle as you're putting your needle through. Oh, my thread was too short. Darn it! I'm gonna do that wire. And it's probably about time for me to add more thread. See, you go. At least it got me through a side. And if you're daring, you can make your thread longer, but I end up getting it all in a knot, and then that's frustrating to me. So I don't do that often. Welcome in everybody. How are you? We are slow stitching tonight. Tonight's our relaxing slow stitch night. I need to find like lo-fi or something kind of music that would be good for this because we're on YouTube and Facebook. So hi YouTube and Facebook. If you're out there, welcome. Whether you're watching us live or recorded. Um, we're doing slow stitching. Tonight's our slow stitch night. First Wednesday of the month, we do slow stitching. And we can wear pink. Um, Hi, Mars, Carol, Nina, Mexicana, welcome in. Here for the dolls, welcome in. Brainy, what are you up to tonight? I'm just gonna keep working on this blanket stitch. I think I'm actually gonna rethread it with some new thread. And I'm good. It's gonna roll. Maybe I could push it one more time. So, if you just came in, oh, you haven't seen the new slow stitch kit either. Are you there? Are you there, Brainy? Um, so I've got it back here. I'm gonna knot it off just like how we tacked it when we first started over here, and so it doesn't move on us. Do a couple, and I'm just gonna start a new thread because it's getting a little too short, and it keeps slipping on me. Oh, look what I even have. Look at Bobby. You're going to be so impressed with me that I'm so organized. I even have my little needle keeper here. This isn't my fun one that I got from Cheeky Turtle Resale, though. This is just one I got. I think I got that one at Joann's when they were closing out. Where's my other? So I'm using 3 strands of embroidery floss. I'm not using the full 6. Most of the time I use all 6 because I want it really bold on the edge. This time I don't want it so bold. I kind of want it to blend in. And then I was talking about if you crochet, I think I might crochet with this, but when you use a blanket stitch, it sets up like your first chain, so you can crochet through it if you want to do something like that. Um, welcome in. So this is the August kit, and it's still in the bin. I have 7 of these, and I have 7 of the July kit left too. If anybody wants a red, white, and blue um, kit. There are videos for all of these on YouTube and Facebook. So you can go back and watch the replay um, and craft along anytime. I also have, I don't know if anyone, if you're on Facebook, you saw it posted. I posted the battle journal, my last cake journal. And if you want to see that, it is on YouTube now. And I just realized I don't have the other ones up. So I need to go post the other 2 videos up as well for my other 2 battle journals. I did a strawberry one, the very first. This is the 3rd battle of the junk journals. Whatnot has had Princess Catherine and Red Rock Creations do it every quarter now since last October. Um, and I have videos for them, and I have not. That was the first time when I posted. I thought I had posted the other ones, but I didn't see them up there. So I have to go do that. Okay, so I went ahead and just made a knot again, tacked it down like we did at the very beginning, and I'm just going to start my thread again. I am going to, well, here's how we're gonna attach it so it looks like it's continuous. So we're on the back. See this last stitch that we made here? I'm going to hook my needle under that. Oh, what happened to my voice there? That was weird. Okay, see how it's going underneath that stitch? So now it looks like we're just caught on it. Now we go over here, our 1/4 of an inch away from that stitch like we've been doing before. Through the loop. And we can keep on going. See? Squares it off and you keep on going. Oh, maybe you couldn't see that. Oh my, it was too far over. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, I like all 3. You can do whatever you want with this. You get all 3 fabrics, so you can cut it up and do it differently, collage, however you want. I just think it looks like shimmery water with it over it, all over it. So that's why I'm doing them all together. For me. But you can do whatever you want. There are no rules. This is like junk journaling. There's no rules. That's another, I guess that's why I like this because there's no rules. It's all free form. I seem to like crafts that have no rules lately. I'm getting older and I want to be a rebel. I don't want rules. So, a rebel. There's a sticker I need to make. Rebel Crafter. So, we break the rules. There are no rules when we junk journal or slow stitch. So, um, if you want to see I have the September one posted. Let me show you the September one while we're going on because this blanket stitch is gonna take a little bit. Um, this is the September stitch kit. Yeah, I said that right. Um, the August one is what we're working on. You get all those fabrics. You get the sand dollar if you want to like um, paper pierce it and then stitch it. You can do that or and put it on here as an element. But you also get the ribbon, all of these. I want to make waves with the different colors. So that's what we're doing. And then you get all of these. You get some charms that you can sew on. They have jump rings, a sand dollar, and some different beads that you can use. Everyone use that. So that's that one. This month's kit that we will do next month. That's why it's called the September kit. Is going to have a lot of stuff for us to build a snowflower. Hello, a sunflower. So, so this one's going to be a little bit different than what we've done before. So you're going to get your base fabric. You get these patterns too for a flower center and flower petals. But you get your face, it's already has sunflowers on it. So this is the base fabric. We have a felt as a back so it quilts up and we get that texture. You get an embroidery needle, and then this one, instead of like a couple, 2 or 3 panels of fabric, you're getting a bunch of swatches. You're to make um, sunflower petals, and I'm gonna this. So this would be the center, and then here's one. You're getting a couple of Tim Holtz swatch pieces too in here from my stash. But can you see? You'll cut them out of different sizes to make the petals of the sunflower. This is a Tim Holtz. And then this one. And then this one has a little bit of gold shimmer into it. So those are the swatch pieces you'll get, and you can cut out at least 3, if not more, pieces out of it, and then you get the center flower. You can put your flowers right in the middle. You could put it at the bottom. We were talking earlier, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it off to the corner. So I'm just going to have like a quarter of the circle showing in the quarter, and then make a few petals here, but not use all my other fabric because I'm going to show you next month how to do. It's like a yo-yo, but it's a flower, and I can't remember the name of it. Is I have a little gadget that I can use to make it, but you don't need the gadget to make the flowers. I figured that out. So if we take like a square of it and you fold it and then you do a running stitch and then you make a bunch of petals and they put them together and it makes little flowers, but they kind of look like yo-yo flowers. So what I'm gonna do on my demo is I'm gonna put this plan with these patterns over here in the corner, so I have room over here, and then I'm gonna make some of those little. I'm gonna call them yo-yo flowers, but they're not yo-yos. There's an actual name for them, and I'll put a couple of those in here on this side. And then you also get a button. It's gonna be some are brown, some are beige. They're all vintage, but they're bigger buttons. You're gonna get this ribbon. You're gonna get this ribbon, and then a little bit of trim. So it's just giving you some things. Get ready for fall. You're also going to get a swatch of green if you want to put a leaf on yours. And then this one's going to come with 2 full skeins of embroidery floss, so you can decide if you want to outline in black or if you want to outline in ecru instead of the accent pieces. So that, and then your needle. I don't know if I mentioned that, but that's the kit. So that's the September kit. That's the one that's there, and this is one we will do on September. What did I say? September 2nd. Yep, September 2nd. So that is the slow stitch kit for next month. And then I have this cherry blossom one that we need to play with a little bit. This one is a starter kit. So like if you're not sure you want to try but you don't want to get all the stuff just yet. This one's only $8. And it comes with 2 pieces of felt, one for the back. You get the cherry blossom fabric. You will get a needle. And then this piece of felt's to make cut out cherry blossoms. And then this one's just gonna be a lot of cherry blossom appliques with it. We'll do blanket stitch French knot with this one. And you get the 2 skeins with this one as well. You get the white and the hot pink. So we have to play with this one too. And then I still have some red, white, and blue left of this one. I didn't really get very far last month, but that's kind of what I was going with. I cut some of it. I was going to put another blue patch on here and then work with some of the trims on it. So that's yet to come. But here's a finished one. So those are the what's available. And then this is my one from February. So you can see kind of how you could pull all the different trims. They all come with different little trims and different things. And you just doodle. That's a seed stitch, and I love making little curly cues and swirls. So that's how you do it. Now where's my thing? And then those are all the kits I have right now. All you have to do is go into the bin and look up search for slow, and you'll they should all pop up. They're all in the buy it now. You don't have to wait for an auction. They're just in there. And let's see. So I'm gonna keep doing the blanket stitch. Is anyone else crafting right now of any kind? Sometimes people just come in to watch. Really, to watch just because it's relaxing. And it is relaxing. That's the whole point of slow stitching. And I'm actually the last 2 days I have been so awake in the evening. Now, last night I did pass out. I because the night before I was on here until it was time to go work in the morning, and so I didn't sleep Monday night because I was on here. And so when I sat down after work yesterday, and I kept going all day, when I sat down for a minute after work was over, I crashed out for I don't know how many hours. So like from 5:30 to Pacific time, from 5:30 to like 2 in the morning, I think. I crashed out. Oops, excuse me. Oh, everyone is so quiet today. Anybody working on, even if you're not working on it now, does anyone have a project going that they've been working on? Whether it's junk journal or sewing or embroidery or crochet. You know what? I'm wondering, you know what it was, Bobby? I'll bet you I know why it didn't pop up for you on the notification. I went under embroidery. I like went under the correct category today. Could get new people. Um, let's do a gimme. Let's do another gathered crafty crew slow stitch sticker. Yep, here's another. This one actually does look like embroidery. So, and I have a lot of different stickers in my bin too. There's little snarky craft stickers and late night crafty crew stickers, and then these gathered crafty stickers. So we're gonna do another giveaway for this one. Let me run it. It's running now. So get in the giveaway for that. It's got a little hologram shimmer on it. And it's just a cute little. These are vinyl too, so they're waterproof. Ooh, look at the rainbow on there. So you can put it on a water bottle or a laptop or something. The snarky ones are funny. You should go check those out. People are. Ooh, can you guys hear the owl? There's an owl hooting outside. I hadn't heard him in a while. Mm, I know. I love the holographic ones. I have little crafty sticker dolls too that are not in the bin yet. We did a late night give you of those on Monday. I'll have some in the morning as my giveaway because they have their day clothes on. We were giving away the ones in their pajamas the other day, and tomorrow morning we'll do the ones that are dressed for the day. I know, I'm surprised too. I was surprised. I haven't heard them in a while. They do. I think they have like a nest or something in the tree. They do. Well, supposedly they have a nest at a high school not too far away from here, but they always end up coming up here a little for a little while. It's like a white owl. There's a little. Well, there was a little family of them. I don't know if there are now, but yeah, every once in a while we can hear them hooting out there. And then we have a woodpecker that likes to peck at the light post. He's not very sharp. I always see him out there and I'm like, you're not going to get anywhere with that. It's metal. And you can literally hear him like tapping on the metal. It's funny. I think I took a video of it once. I know it's been a while since the gang's been all together. So um, we're gonna after we do the next time I run out of stitching stitching thread, we'll start a different stitch because I know it's getting late. So this is the blanket stitch we're working on now. And what you do is you start from the back. You stitch your spaces about you stitch your spaces. You space your stitches about a quarter of an inch apart. You start from the back to the front, and then when you have your loop, you put your needle through the loop and pull. That's kind of the slow motion version of it, to do in 3 steps. You could kind of do it without having to pull through the loop if the way see, I didn't know I was gonna do that. I will get my wire again because my contacts are like really off. I don't If I wear my contacts, I can see far, but I can't see close. If I don't wear my contacts, I can see close, but not far. And so I finally caved in and I got some little readers. And I've been getting the most compliments. These are literally dollar store readers, and I get more compliments than on my expensive glasses that I wear when I wear my glasses. Oh, that was funny. So, you know what? I'll bet you people aren't knowing because I'm in. Wonder if I should switch it. Welcome in. Although we have a lot of new friends in here, get in the Gibby for the sticker. You can get the little embroidery gathered crafter crafty crew sticker. Because I see friends, but I also see a lot of new people. So welcome in. Hey Paula. Hi. My good Nessa. Welcome in. CK Golfness. Carmen. I saw you earlier. Margot. Jan. Sarah. Marsha. There's a Marshwall. Welcome in, everybody. And let everybody know where you're from, what your favorite crafting. Are you coming in for the hi Marsha? Oh, Bobby, you won the sticker. Congratulations. You're welcome. Okay. So yeah, if you are new to me, welcome in. I'm the Gathered Crafter, and I come on Monday nights late. I'm a late night crafter, and Wednesday nights. And I'm going to start coming on. I couldn't come this morning, but I want to try to make it work permitting. Come a little bit earlier before work on Monday, or not Mondays. I keep saying that Wednesdays. Wednesday mornings for a coffee and chat, and on Friday mornings. So those will be happening. I'm actually going to do my Wednesday coffee and chat tomorrow morning. All your no sleeping friends, yes. So um so we're on late night. Um I'm wondering if that's what it that we probably do have. I bet that's why you didn't get the notification, Bobby. It's because I'm under embroidery, I think, tonight, which is where this makes sense. But it also makes sense for journaling too, because we are junk journalers. So Monday we usually junk journal. Wednesday we do all kinds of different crafts, except the first Wednesday of the month is always slow stitch kits. Ugh, I did it again. And I wanted to turn that corner and then we'll go on to a different stitch. At least I have my and then Friday nights um we go live thrifting. So if you want to go hang out with me at the Goodwills here in Arizona, um, come hang out. Mark those shows. We do go with a crafter's perspective to look at things, but yes, we play. We look at all different. We go and we do all kinds of stuff. So we'll look at everything, but we do definitely head towards the books and the crafty bags and the office and craft um, shelf. But we also love, because I like to do collectibles too. I have not done a collectibles show in so long, since last year. I need to do one. Um, okay, I'm gonna talk through this corner and then we could go on through. And books, yes, books are fun. A lot of try we search for little golden books and all different kinds of books. Um, so if and we'll look at our blankets, clothes. I do need to start taking the scale with me though, because everybody knows the new shipping. Um, so I can't flat rate everything. It used to be nice to flat rate everything. You do on here or in person? A rummage sale show in person. Oh, you're brave. We were talking about that the other night. I like the idea of yard sales. I don't like coordinating yard sales. I think that's why I like Whatnot so much, because I can just, well, not just, there's preparation, but it's a little bit easier to me than it is to do yard sales. So I wish you good luck on your rummage sale. I think it was Brainy. Was it Brainy that was in it? You should go live. Then you get double bang for your buck. You'll catch street traffic and you'll catch live Whatnot peeps. You should do it. Okay, so we're at the corner, and I didn't realize until I had already done it. Otherwise, I started talking you guys through it at first. But when you get to the corner, when you get about a quarter of an inch from the corner, this stitch is your stitch that you're going to use to help turn the corner. So you do one stitch just like we've been doing. Then you go back into that same point, and when you have your loop, you're going to guide your thread along the corner and pull. Then you're going to turn your fabric, and then you're going to go back into that same point right there, or as close as possible to it. It doesn't have to be super exact as long as it's right there near it. And then you're going to turn the fabric and then go through your loop again, and you've got your squared off corner, your nice little corner. I'm going to keep going just to fold that lace down a little bit. And then we'll do a different stitch in a blue. I want to start making waves. Make some waves. Um, oh, your neighborhood. Oh, you're helping. That's nice to help. See, that would be fun. If I didn't have to coordinate and I was like doing it volunteer work for a church, I wouldn't mind doing that. I just don't want to have to do my own. You know, this is not the time of year that you'd want to be doing a rummage sale in Arizona, though. That's for sure. Everybody would melt. Oh, darn it. Okay, so it's a little short now, but this is perfect. I'm going to tie this off in the back, and I will keep going eventually on this side and this side. But we're going to start doing some other stitches. We're going to work on, um, well, let me finish this piece off so it's not, won't unravel. Yeah, I don't mind doing that kind of stuff for volunteering. I just want to do my own. I'll come on Whatnot for that. And lately, life has been so nuts, I haven't even been able to come on Whatnot. Motels Crafts, thank you for the raid. Everybody go follow and bookmark Motels Crafts. Thank you so much. How are you tonight? Do you have a good show? I'm going to tack this down and then we're going to do a givey in honor of Motels Crafts. So I'm just grabbing a little bit of the felt and making a loop so I can make a knot. I think it's oops, I didn't go under it. I'm just going to pull under that stitch. There we go. Everybody, let's do another givey. We're going to do Let's see what sticker do I have over here. Oh, I do have another one. Here's a Gathered Crafter Crafty Crew sticker with little mushies and some wax, stamp wax, and wax melts. Like, that's something we haven't done in a while. I got to do that again. It's been a long time since we did those. But isn't that cute? The little paper around it and the little. So this is the Givey in honor of Motels Crafts. It is running now. It's one of my. I have a lot of new stickers in the bin, but this is one of them. I'm giving it away. So get in the bin in the Givey for that. And I'm glad you had a good show. Everybody go again, follow and bookmark Motels Crafts. Um, Welcome to Big Poppy family. Bookmark any future shows. Don't miss out on Big Poppy Gives. Custom orders are welcome. Please be mindful custom orders do take longer to process, of course. Still has less than 1 day shipping. That's awesome. And 4.9 review, 4.9 stars. Has a Yep. It is already Thursday, isn't it? Today at 3:42 a.m. Pacific time, so 6:42 Eastern. Had you're 1950s Raid Train. I want to see that one on bookmark shows. That should be fun. Who's doing? You're doing. I didn't know you were you conducted. I'd like to know when you do some. I'm conducting them too, so I'll let you know when I do some too. Um, Paper bundles, journal kits, $10 journal kits, $2 paper bundles. So go check out Motels Crafts. And thank you again. Ooh, thank you again for the raid. All right. So we're done doing blanket stitch for now. I still need to do the other half, which we'll see how. I think I'll move my pin, needle is my pin, or my clip just to hold this side down. Okay, now what I wanted to do with this one really was make waves. So we're just going to do that. And I think I am going to leave it the full 6 strands this time. So, yeah. Let's see if that'll go through this needle. So, welcome in. We are slow stitching. Um, it's kind of a free form embroidery. So, you're doodling with thread and collaging with fabric, and it's a lot of fun. It's relaxing, actually. Uh, I teach on the first Wednesday of every month. I teach 3 basic embroidery stitches so that you kind of get muscle memory for them. So that way you don't have to worry about that. You can just focus on how you want to design your piece. And I do these slow stitch kits with comes with all different kinds. Like this one, this is the August one. It's in the bin if you like it. I can actually pin it for a while. I had the sunflower one pinned, but we can do the August one. So that's the one we're working on now. And it comes with the 3 different fabrics and the backing, the needle, the embroidery floss, some burlap. I thought that would be kind of remind you of the sand, like sand. I don't know how I'm gonna put that on there yet. And then I found this set of different colored blues, so I wanted to add them all in there for accent waves. And then we've been doing some piercing and stitching on the paper, so you get a little sand dollar in case you want to add that to your piece. And then this big fun pack of shells, I made some into charms for you. And there's a sand dollar and some smaller shells and some really pretty like ocean looking, sea glass looking beads and pearls. So that's this set, and it's pinned at the bottom if anyone's interested. This demo is actually being live streamed on YouTube and Facebook, so it will stay on those platforms too. Plus, you get it if you purchase the kit. Um, you get it for 60 days too when you get the video on here as well. So I am, let's see, we are going to do a seed stitch. And I'm going to make some curly waves up at the top. So I am going to tack my thread. Welcome in. And I am using all 6 strands this time because I do want them to show up. And this is Jan, you got the sticker. Congratulations. So that is coming to you. Oh, JC. Woohoo. Now you got the cool club sticker. um, okay. I don't know where I'm gonna put that. So I got my thread down here. Okay, and a seed stitch is just as simple. Thank you for the purchase, Frazzled. Yep, there's a lot of stuff in there. Crafty Gamer Treasures, welcome in. Oh my goodness. Thank you for bringing your friends over. Everybody go follow and bookmark Crafty Gamer Treasures. It's a raid. It's another raid. I hope you had a good show. She's a buddy. We do a lot of raid trains together. I hope you had a good show today. Go and bookmark and follow. Let's go out and look at her profile so everyone can see. Friends, I'm a single mom of 3 amazing kiddos with a passion for creating, crafting, and designing beautiful things. Spent years teaching and inspiring others, and I'm so excited to be getting back into it again. My shows are all about creativity, kindness, and community. Whether you're here to shop, learn, or just hang out, I'm always happy to help, so never hesitate to ask questions. And she's got 5 stars, 1-day ship, and her next show is today, 9:05 p.m. my time. She's another late night crafter, so you want to definitely bookmark and follow her as well. So she'll be on tomorrow night at midnight Eastern. I'm glad you had a good show. So I haven't bookmarked your shows in a while. I'm going to bookmark. Everybody go out and bookmark and follow. She's got a Craft With Me pop-up show tomorrow, Saturday night printed kits show. She does do printed kits too. We both do and that's one of those fun things. We both kind of have the same interests, but pink hearts. Where are their pink hearts? Oh, that's in her. That's an emoji. But the things we do are totally different. So definitely, that's what I was saying. We both are like junk journalers, do printed kits and things like that. But our stuff is totally different. So definitely go and hang out. Oops, I always do that. I always tap the wrong spot and then end up in the wrong place. So go and bookmark Crafty Gamer Treasures, and we will do another Gibby in honor of her raid. We'll do, okay, I'll do one. I know everybody has different kits, so you can go around and collect everybody's kits. Oh, I forgot I had these. These are like my old school ones. I need to do these. I was going to do these again. So this one's going to be a little late night or gathered crafter sticker, late night crafty crew, and bloom where you create. These are all stickers. These are all um, little stickies. Forgot I had those there. We're going to run that. So a little sticker pack there. Get into that if you want to grab some stickers. And thanks to Crafty Gamer Treasures for raiding in. Gigi's holding my slow stitch kits up. Yeah, the coin thing. I just saw that. What is that all about? I have to read up on that. I don't know the coin thing. Um, okay, here we go. So I've got it tacked. I'm just going to start like an inch in. I'm going to be just doing lines across These ones are going to swirl a little bit more up here at the top because they're going to be my waves. So I'm going to use a seed stitch. It gives you pink hearts. Oh, now I'm seeing pink W's. That's cool. Is that you, Bobby? Look at all the cool, fun things. That's cool. All the fun little emojis. Can you see them? Oh, yeah, you can see them. See? Oh, I guess you could see them on yours thing too, can't you? Okay, so a seed stitch is basically up and down in your thread in your fabric. So I'm just and you can make your stitches short or long. That's gonna give you different textures and different looks depending on the length of your stitch. I'm gonna stay with a pretty even little stitch here. So I went up and down, then I'm gonna come right back up right near that other stitch. This one does not have to stay in line. I'm kind of doing it in line right now, but you don't have to. You can make it all speckled and all over the place. You can make them like blades of grass. Um, you can make them pop like little pieces of confetti. Trying to think. Here, I made like X's, it's like a cross stitch there on that one. I'm trying to see if I have anything. Yeah, this is what I use for the little spirals and the swirls. My last July kit, my August kit last year was red, white, and blue. Um, This one is the August one. So this is the one that we started last month, Sachi. Hi, Sachi. And this one is the new one. So I can show you the new one. Um, but let me show just a couple more times. But see how they look like a little seed. It's just a straight. It could be a straight stitch too, but you're just um, making them all along. I'm curving up now because I'm going to start a wave. And I don't you could draw a line, like a pencil line, or maybe oh gosh, now I'm not gonna remember the name of the pens that erase with heat that quilters use them, but they also use them in like Rocketbook notebooks. Um, the friction pens. You could do some kind of little sketch if you wanted to follow a line. I no rules. I just do whatever. So I'm moving it around a little bit so I could kind of make a wave here. And so see how I'm going up a little bit. I want to curve it a little. But that's what I use the seed stitch for. This one's your drawing stitch. So and then depending on how close you put your next line, you'll get a really nice texture. You can make thick lines with all 6 strands of thread with any of the stitches, or you can use less thread and you'll have thinner lines. So you can really play with it like as if it was a marker. Thinner lines, thicker lines, long lines, short lines. This is the one that's going to give you a lot of variety and dimension. And you can change it up into different to make different things to draw on your fabric. Um, Let me curve a little bit, and then Sachi, I will show the September kit is going to be a sunflower kit, and we were talking about it a little earlier. I'm going to teach a whole different technique on how to make fabric flowers too with it. So I will show it in just a minute. I'm going to curve back down a little bit, and then I'm going to kind of make like the crest of a wave a little. And bring it back up. Oops, a little closer. Welcome in. JC Vintage and Decor, you won another set of stickers. Congratulations. Those are coming to you. I'll put them with the other stack. Ooh. Now you need to go play the lottery. You're welcome. Because you're winning. What is it? Did anyone win the lottery? Or is it still a big one? So see how I'm drawing with my pieces. But this next one is going to be a lot of fun. It's got a lot of fun little swatches. I think you're going to have enough there to do sunflower petals, and you're going to the next month we're really going to be collaging with fabric big time. So we'll show that in just a minute. I just want to get this wave out a little bit more. I should have made it. I wish I had made it a little wider, but I might go back and put another line there. But see this one? This one, there's just no rules. You just up and down in your fabric and you guide it however you want to guide it. Again, you could sketch it out with pencil or with a friction pen, but I just kind of like to go and do whatever. Oh, I keep pulling it off the needle. I don't know how well you can see that yet. I just realized it wasn't showing up. I wish I had curved that just a little bit more, but I might fix it with another stitch next to it in a little bit. Maybe in a different color. I don't know. We shall see. Mm, there we go. Oh, okay. Welcome in, everybody. And if I am new to you, for all of those that have been reading in lately, I'm the Gathered Crafter, and I come on. I'm a late night crafter too. Mondays we junk journal. Wednesdays, first Wednesday of the month we slow stitch, and then other Wednesdays I usually do different kinds of crafts. Oh, see, you can make them slanted like that too, and I did not intend to do that. Um, but that's okay. It'll all work out. It's telling me it wants to do something else. That's what it's doing. So, um, and then I'm starting Wednesday morning. I keep saying Monday. Wednesday mornings and Friday mornings to do coffees and chats before. I actually work full time too, but I thought it's kind of fun to come in on the mornings. Makes the day a little bit more fun. I get to craft along with everybody in the morning for a little bit, and it'll get me working on some projects that I need to get done. So that's um, oh, and I life thrift on Friday nights and sometimes Sundays. Just depends on what my kiddos are doing. So I do have um, a teenager, a younger teen, and some 20 somethings, but they're all home. And my teenager sometimes, of course, is not driving yet, although I can't believe he's almost old enough to start practicing. We were just talking about that. So, depending on what's going on with the family, well, I'll live thrift more just because I'm waiting for somebody to get out of wherever activity they're doing, and and I'll go and find a Goodwill because they open late. So if you bookmark my Goodwill shows, we go on from like 7 to 10 is the usual amount of time. Um, in Pacific time, so that's what 10 to 1 on the East Coast. So if you want to go shopping in the middle of the night, come hang out with me, and we have fun. It's a lot of fun. And I try to stay shopping as long as I can before the manager gets mad at me. So, oh, yeah, this one's a little bit too long. So you can kind of see that's. Oh, I need to drink some water. That is, I don't know if it's exactly coming out how I wanted it to, but that's kind of the gist of it. You can make shapes with the seed stitch. You can keep it as straight lines. You can do all kinds of things. So that's this one. I don't know if my wave what came out is I should have started at the bottom, but so that you can see. Can you see? You can. There it is. There you can see my waves. One looks more like a shark fin, but that's okay. This is really not. I mean, you are making a work of art, but it's supposed to be free form. So you do whatever you feel like, and it's going to come out just perfect. Um, the way it's supposed to be. Its personality is going to come out. So that's the seed stitch. I promised Sachi I was going to show this sunflower kit, and hopefully Sachi's still in here. So here's the August kit. So I mean, sorry, this was the August kit. This kit we're going to do on September 2nd. So this is I always do it a month in advance so you have time to get it mailed. So if you want to craft along with me on the slow stitch night, you can do it. So this is what's coming up for September. And we'll do this one on September 2nd. We probably will be in a better routine, so I'm hoping maybe I could come on a little earlier. It just depends on actually my son's one of my son's work schedules. So um, this is the sunflower kit, and what you do is you can make these into on the night shows. It's always Goodwill because it's the only thing that's open late. My dream is to go out on a Saturday during the day to some of the other thrift stores that are like mom and pops around here. That hasn't. I think Brainy and I got to do that. I'm in Arizona, so we're in the Pacific time right now, and everybody has complimented because there's a few of us that thrift out here. Tam's Creative Journey, the Naked Maple are friends of mine. They also thrift out here, but we're all in different areas. So, and everyone always compliments our Goodwills. So, yep. So that's what. There's been some areas that I've wanted to go to that aren't Goodwill. I just haven't been able to. I haven't been able to do a show during the day because I work. So, um, I work full time. So I have to do things late at night or on the weekends. And I'm usually on a raid train on the weekend, and so that throws, or there's something going on, and that throws my day off. But this is this September slow stitch kit. So you're going to get a piece of felt um, for the backing. That's what we use to support all the stitching. You're going to get your base felt, which already has some sunflowers on it, your needle, and then you're going to get these swatches. You're going to get these patterns for the flower petals and the flower center. So if you want to just do a sunflower right in the middle, you could do that. If you want to do it to the bottom or the side or something like that, you can do that as well. You'll get to design it however you want. Um, oh, fun! Yes, there's a lot of fun stuff here. So I'm in the west side of the Phoenix area. Um, so that's kind of where I stay. But there's some fun. There's even some nice ones like a little further north when it's a little cooler. We tried to I tried to go once and then we ended up not getting there in time. It's always the mom and pops always don't have they don't have late hours, and that's my that's my problem that I can't get to. Anyway, I'm going to do mine to the side and then do this sunflower here, and then I'm going to show. We started talking about they're not the I can't I'll have to look up. I'll have to find the little template so I can tell you what the name of it is. There's a formal name for it. Um, but it's a little flower that you can make out of squares, kind of like yo-yos. Oh, that would be a nice area. Yes, they do have. I haven't been up there. We used to go up there all the time when I was a kid. They do have a lot of nice shops there. Um, so I was gonna say, oh, I scrolled. So I'm gonna do mine from the side, and then I'm gonna show you how to make these little flowers out of just a little teeny square to make petals, and we'll make a little couple of those fabric flowers too next month. So next month's going to be a little bit fancier. You're going to have this button. Well, you're not going to have this exact button. It's a from my vintage stash. You're going to get a button. I don't know if you see them up here. They're gonna either a white or a brown or a black or a gray, just some a little larger button. And then you're gonna get these fabrics. So if this is gonna be the circle, my little sunflower circle, I'm gonna put mine in the corner. But then you're gonna get all these fabrics, and two of the fabrics are Tim Holtz fabrics. So if you want to use them for something else in your junk journal, you can do that. That one's a Tim Holtz. But see how, and you might, and I mean, you could do different sizes. This is gonna be fun. And then we'll just probably, I'm probably going to, I was thinking at first it was gonna be blanket stitch because that's what I usually use to applique, but I don't think with this one, I think I'll just do like a running stitch. Which I haven't done yet. Here's another Tim Holtz fabric. I was so excited that all of this is from my stash. All these fabrics are from my stash of fabrics. So you get all of these. Plus, I'm going to give you a little green swatch too, in case you want to make leaves, which can work with that shape. Then there's the base. So I'm going to do a little sunflower in the side here and then have a little room for one of those fabric flowers. Plus, you're getting some different ribbons. And you're going to get, instead of one, usually it's one full skein. You're going to get two full skeins of embroidery floss this time. Usually it's one and then some extra accent ones, like a yard of accent. This one you're gonna get two full skeins, so you can decide whether you want light or dark. Um, and then the button and this. So that is the whole kit. That is the September Slow Stitch kit. So if you're interested in that, it's pinned at the bottom. Um, and we will work on this one in September 2nd. So that is the new kit. And we'll go back to working on the ocean kit a little bit. So excited about this one. I can't wait to make the little fabric. Those fabric flowers are fun. That's another fun thing to do when you're just trying to relax. Are those fabric flowers. Okay, so we are back to the seed stitch. You could do a back stitch with this. But I'm just going to go across and finish my seed stitch. I'm going to pull some of my other. Here's how I did some swirls on this one and some little curlicues. I'm just gonna go over. Now I'm gonna take just different colors and kind of go up close to it and just continue the little wave things. I'm gonna, yeah, the pine top show area is nice. Just keep stitching. I think I'm gonna stop right there for now for this color and this line. I am actually losing my voice. There we go. Oops, excuse me. Come hang out. It's gonna be a coffee and chat in the morning. I'll probably do a little bit. Oh, something got on my scissors. I'll do a little bit more slow stitch and then we'll see what else we do. Okay, so I still have all this thread. I'm gonna put this back on my little thimble thing here and bob it, and I'm gonna pull. Actually, I'm gonna pull the next one off and put this one back on. So This one did come with a lot of thread this month. Um, oh, and also the August one also comes with this little, you can paper stitch. We've been paper stitching a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna keep again the full 6 strands. Hey, Frog Woman. Hi, Kenny, Sylvia, welcome in. Allison, welcome in. So we are slow stitching. Okay, well, thank you so much, Bobby, for coming in and helping Maud and just hanging out. I hope you feel better. Yeah, you do need to sleep. Do yeah. I figured. Okay, this time I'm going to start a little bit lower because I'm going to eventually want to go back and kind of follow the line of this a little bit more, really close to those waves. So I'm going to start a little bit lower here and I'm going to show you a running stitch. And this is what we'll use next month too for those flowers. Oh, no. Forgot to tack it down. So it went right through. I'm going to tack the thread down and then go right through that same stitch again. Make a loop and pull it through. And there's your knot. Okay, so I'm going to come in, bring it to the front. And with this, whereas we went through all the fabric, this one you're going to kind of stay through. Well, this time we're going to have to go through a lot of it, but usually if you have just one layer, you're just going through that top layer. And what you're doing, this one I can't, this one might not be a good one to do the running stitch on. But all you're doing is you're weaving your needle in and out of your fabric. And then once you've got enough loaded onto your needle, you pull through, and this makes a straight stitch for you. If you sew, it's almost like a basting stitch, it's just a little bit smaller stitching. So that's the running stitch. And this one makes good texture too. And usually it's just a really light top stitch. That's why I'm saying it's probably not going to do well with this because I've got 3 layers of fabric I need to tack down on this one. But I'll do it a little bit more. I'll do one line of it here. It's just a little much because I need to tack down all the layers. Usually you just go on one layer and you weave in and out. That's what we should do. We should do the cherry blossom one a little bit. I've been wanting to do that for a while. Yeah. Running stitch is not going to work very well on this one. But there you go. See, and then you pull it through and then you've got your stitches. So that's the running stitch, seed stitch, and blanket stitch. We'll get that closer. Running, seed, and blanket. So I'm probably going to mostly use that on here. So I can change this back and they kind of look the same. If you stay in a straight line, it does really look the same. But we're going to use that running stitch a lot next month for those little flowers. So I'm just going to try to keep the same length that I had there. Whoops. And I'm going back to seed stitches because the running stitch is a little too much for all this fabric. And there we go. Hey Cheryl, how are ya? You just got a coupon. So there's lots of stuff in the bin. There's my paper collections. There's some of my paper collections. Not all of them are in the bin. There's stuff in the auction too. I don't have to do also stitch if someone is interested in anything. There's new stickers in the bin too. If you want a bundle, I have a bundle price in the auction. I can run 3 for 12 or 6 for 22. I think that's what it is. Um, what else? I have a raid train. I conduct raid trains too. I have a raid train coming up in September. It's called Harvest to Halloween. So there's gonna be a lot of fall stuff. That's gonna kind of go in line with our sunflower kit. It'll be a week after the sunflower kit show. So make sure to bookmark that. See, I always end up going, wasn't paying attention, then I made a little diagonal line instead. But, but that's, let's see. I just kind of wanted to make waves all along. I wanted a lot of texture on this one with just the different color blues. I feel like I might add some trim. Maybe this will be the thank you for the purchase. This will be like the beach side. Oh, I know what I'll do. So I'm going to tack that down. So we're done with that line. There we go. Welcome in. Hope everyone had a good day. It's already Friday Eve. I cannot believe it's Thursday already. It's the first day of school for my son too, so I'm gonna need a little bit of sleep. He gets up early. I do not know why they have teenagers go in at like 10 till 6. It's crazy. It's so early. It's just too early. I think I do want this other blue. Actually, I think I'm gonna squirrel a little bit. So we're gonna work on this again in the morning too. I kind of want to play with a cherry blossom kit. I am gonna. I'm going to gather this up first though. I'm going to use the white, and I'm going to take about double, the 2.5 of the length of that ribbon. So I'm going to gather it up. I'm going to keep this thin. I'm going to use 2 strands on this one. So I don't want it real in my face while I just want it to gather to make the ruffle. Fighting with a thread to split it is always fun. There we go. If you do get a knot and stuck or you're trying to split it, take the one with all the strands, and try to tack it down and then pull. It makes it a lot easier. So I usually like try to put my elbow on it or some kind of weight. Okay, welcome in. I'm going to thread this. And we're going to use the running stitch to gather the burlap ribbon. So there's a use for the running stitch. Because it's just the way the way I'm doing it. You could most certainly, if you're gonna use these differently than I did. I liked the way everything stacked between the blue fabric and then the lace and then that shimmer mesh, and it made it look like glistening. To me, it looks like glistening water. but you could do something totally different and the running stitch will work for you. So that's what I want to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and just tack it down a little through some of these fibers. And there. And now this, you'll see the running stitch. So I'm going to bring it to the front. I'm going to go right down the middle. And all I'm going to do is weave it up and down. See how I'm just weaving it through. That is a running stitch. So you've got it. It's also a basting stitch in sewing. A little smaller. Let's see, I've got it. I got a good amount loaded onto my needle and I'm just going to pull it through. And right now it can stay straight. I don't need to gather it just yet. I'm going to just keep doing this all the way across the ribbon. This is another way to make ruffles too for your junk journals. I like to add floof to the side of my junk journal, so I do this when I'm making ruffles for the side of the journals. And just keep going in and out as long as you can, as far as you can, and then pull it through. And if you left it like that, like you could do that on your project, and that's a running stitch. And I'm just going to keep going here to the end. And then I'm going to make sure my last poke is through the back so I can pull it through. And now, because I have it tacked at the bottom, I can pull this as tight as I want. You can even make little scrunchy like flowers this way. But I just want a little bit of a ruffle. So we're going to gather this up. Then I could just kind of sew this down. If I want it there, if I want it here, might have ruffled it enough that play with the gathering a little bit before I tack it down. Yeah, I guess I'll do it along this bottom here. So now I'm going to bring it through. Try to sight see it. That's why I should have finished the blanket stitch before I did this, but I would, if I was doing this just on my own, I would have just put the blanket stitch in all the way across before I had started these stitches. And I'm just going to tack it down. One on each side of that running stitch. Just little stitches, they disappear. So there we go. Now I'm going to just try to gather it up a little bit more. And now I'm going to sew it down. And I'm going to try to go, I'm actually using a seed stitch now to tack it because I just want to tack it in certain areas, and I'm just going right over those running stitches. Oh, it's one Pacific time. Keep that gather there. That ruffle. It's made a cute little ruffle now, so I'm trying to keep those. And just tacking it down in different spots. Good one. Oops, sorry about that. Sometimes it's hard to not smack the tripod when it's so close. There we go. Welcome in, everybody. We're slow stitching tonight. Form the ruffle the way I want to right now. I'm just trying to tack it down. I'm okay with the stitches showing. I could go back with maybe some of the beads or something. Maybe that's what I'll do, but it's not bothering me any. There, now I got it tacked down. Hello. I think I might glue that sand dollar down there at the end later. That's heavy stuff will go on after I'm done stitching. I'm just going to tack this in the back. I see, I totally scrolled. No, I guess I was going to do this. We might do the cherry blossom in the morning. I'm starting to get a little tired. Oh, I already did that. I'm going to snip it. Okay, so we have that. There's our beach, an abstract beach. And let's see. I'll keep this thread for later. Just gonna wrap it around here. Let's see, I can hang some of those shell charms on here, thread some beads through some thread, and then tack them down. We'll do some, actually that I could do. So this is the pack that comes with this one. And this is the August kit if you want. And they're all in the bin. Let's see. Maybe I should have kept the thread on there. Keep getting all the. I need something to toss these out so I can sort. I had another strawberry tray. Where did I put it? Oh, I did not expect. Oh, might help if I actually lock the legs on the tripod. That could work. You guys almost took a tumble there. I don't have an. Oh, there's one. Let me go grab that. Is everyone just relaxing? Let me grab it without knocking everything over on the table. I did it. Okay, I just needed something. To hold it, lock it in, everybody. So here's a sample of the goodies you get with it. So you get a lot of there's like little spacers and little faceted beads and pearls, like they look like freshwater pearls. And then I added some of those, and then there's some shells in there. There's a sand dollar, and then I drilled. That's why I bought that little drill that I have, is to drill these shells. So that I've been using for paper too. So to see you can eventually hang some stuff on here. But I think I'm gonna stitch some beads down. So now I wish I kept the thread that I had on there. I think I want to play with this some more. We'll do the cherry blossom kit in the morning. Because I'm kind of on a roll here. And I know I'm going to fade in a little bit. So let's keep working on this one. And this will be on YouTube, or it is on YouTube if you want to watch it again. Welcome in. Oh, lots of new names. Let's do another. I think I have another one of my ones that looks. Oh, I have Late Night Crafty Crew one, so we can do that. I have a lot of stickers in the bin, but we're going to do a giveaway for one of them. Let's do a late night one with a little sewing theme on it, since we are sewing tonight, embroidering. Doing some embroidery work, slow stitch kit way. But these are some of the ones that I have in my bin. We do a lot of junk journaling too, so they're available. I have some snarky ones in there too. I don't have all my snarky ones right here with me, but they are in the bin. Let's see. Oh, I forgot what I was looking for. That's a good one. We'll do that one tonight. But these are all the different ones. And then here's some of the snarkies. They're all in the bin. If you want to bundle, if you do want some, I have bundles that I can auction. Just let me know if you want 3 or 6. Then you get a little bit of a discount. But here's a sample of the snarky ones. They're all in the bin. You can see them all by the pictures. But this one says, my craft room was clean yesterday. Sorry you missed it. Hot glue and questionable decisions, and they're all hologram overlay. They're printed on white vinyl and then overlay with a hologram vinyl. So they are waterproof. You can stick them on bottles. Messy bun, crafting, great ideas, probably. I came, I saw, I bought more supplies. A couple of those right now. And then I have some about, I craft. You have to look in the bin. I craft because I don't want people to know what I'm thinking or something like that. Because I don't want to, something along those lines. But there's funny ones like that. And then there's like craft. I craft because adulting is hard. All kinds of funny stuff. But let's run a givey right now. So we're going to do this late night crafty crew with a yarn and the scissors because it's got a little bit of sewing elements in it. And it is running now. So get in the giveaway if you'd like to get that sticker. Welcome in. So we're running this sticker as a giveaway right now. It's a 4x4 sticker. And I do have them in the bin too, but that's a givey. Those are $5 in the bin. Oh, my puppies are coming down. Oh, he came down by himself. We just got last month we got a new puppy. We have a 5-year-old, right? One is 5, right? A 5-year-old all-American dog. We think she's Rottweiler. We're gonna get her DNA because we got the puppy got his DNA with this package we got at the vet, and I'll have to find a picture so I can show you guys. And we just found out. I won't tell you what he is until I show you the picture because it's kind of funny. Well, it kind of looks like what he is mostly, but he also is a lot of what he doesn't look like. It's kind of funny. I'll show you in a minute. Let me get this tacked down again. So I should have just left it. That's what I get for changing. Well, I do that a lot. That's what there's no rules with this. So you do what you feel. If you get an idea, then you go back and re-tack your thread down so you can work on that idea. Well, thanks for the follow. Again, get in the givey. There are 24 people in here and 5 people. It's a vinyl sticker. I design these, my vinyl stickers. You could be part of the late night crafty crew. I'm just going to bring this up and I'm going, I don't know. Oh, I'm going to work this way. So let's see. Just gonna thread. I hope they go through. I didn't even think maybe the needle won't even go through these. Like I think there should be there they are. So that one does not have a good hole. These well, maybe these pearls are not pearls with holes in them. I could drill a hole in it. So I start using a drill at 1 o'clock in the morning? Probably not. I'll do that or later in the day. We'll take this one that looks kind of like sea glass. Now we'll thread it. And then I'm going to tack it. I'm actually going to sew it down. Actually, I'm going to go right back to the same place, right next to the stitch that I brought the thread up with. And it's going to go in there. And I think I'm just gonna make them look kind of like they're floating around. And got a giveaway going for that Late Night Crafty Crew sticker. Get in on that. And right next to the other stitch, so it's kind of hidden underneath the bead. Here we go. And let's see. I have no plan with this stuff. I pull these out and I just whatever comes to me at the time. This is supposed to be relaxing, and if you're doing a bunch of planning, you're not relaxing. So once you know the stitches to use, you just kind of go with the flow. Oh, I like that one. I'm liking it. Thank you again for the follow. Again, I'm getting the Givey for the Late Night Crafty Crew sticker, and I hope you come hang out some more with me. We do slow stitch kits first Wednesday of the month. I also do junk journaling, so if you're into junk journaling, hang out with us on Mondays. I usually teach a different type of book, something junk journal related. It could be ephemera too, but a lot of the times we're making books on Mondays. And then Wednesdays, the first of the month, we do slow stitch, but then the other Wednesdays, some of them are going to be theme related, and some are just going to be craft chat and shops. So if you have a question on a type of craft, if I have the supplies, sometimes I just stop right there and we work on it. Ooh, who's going? Melinda, welcome and congratulations! You're getting the Late Night Crafty Crew sticker. Thanks for hanging out. Woohoo! Thank you for hanging out here. You're welcome. So let's see, it's had a little one here. Add one of these spacers. There's just no rhyme or reason to it. And then one of these like freshwater pearls. They look like freshwater pearls. They're not real freshwater pearls, but we can pretend. So this is actually kind of fun. This is the first time I've actually been able to put trinkets on my own little things. So see, it's like little sea glass pieces and things coming up on the shore. I will eventually add seashells. Two of them you could actually tack down because they've got jump rings on them. The other ones we'll have to like glue. Oh, that's gonna look cool though. Look at that. And I think I'll put the sand dollar over here. I think I'd be afraid to drill through that. But you get all that. All this comes with. This is the August slow stitch kit. I still have some. So if you're interested in this ocean one, it's the August one. The September one is the sunflower one. I guess I could put the August one down again. And then if you're like, but I didn't I didn't catch the front first of the show. I am on YouTube and Facebook, and we're streaming right now as well. So you can go back and watch this. If you get the kit tonight, you can go back and craft along with me on one of those platforms. Plus, you get it for 60 days here too. So let's see. I think I'm going to do that in a little pearl. I do like working with beads too. I haven't worked with beads much on here, but I do a lot of I do all kinds of crafts. I am an all kinds of crafter. But here I paper crafting is my big the one I always come back to. But I love to sew and stitch, and this has given me a chance to kind of go back to that. Are you Did you wake up, Allie? Oh, that wasn't typed. Let's see. Okay, and I'm just grabbing whatever came in my mix here. This is actually a fun little mix I found that was all mixed together already. And then we're just sewing beads along here. Oh, I've done that. I've done that, and I've fallen asleep in shows, and I wake up, and it's either says the show has ended or I'm in somebody's totally different show because they've rated somewhere else. I'm liking that. What do I want to hear next? I think I want some of these. Just like the way these feel. I don't know if they feel like silicone, but it's another sparkly. We'll do a couple more of these. Did, oh, about yeah. I was gonna. I saw it like right before it came on for the cherry blossom one. I was thinking of doing the cherry blossom one. I'm gonna be on in the morning, right before work today, because I'm starting to fade and my throat is going. So I was thinking we're gonna do the cherry blossom one in the but then you won't be able to do stuff, huh? I was gonna do the cherry blossom one in the morning a little bit. And I'm just tacking it down. Oh, okay. That's the end of that string. So there, we've got that so far. That was fun. I never get to do that part. I should glue this. I think I'm gonna glue this on here later, and I can actually tack these down in places, right like that, like there. It's gonna. Oh, it does kind of look. I'm looking at through the. It does kind of look like the beach. And I'm thinking like, who watched the Barbie movie? All I know is beach. Um, let's see. Oh gosh. And then there's also this. I don't think I'm going to use it on mine. I'm probably going to use it for something else, but because that could be just like a big focal point too. And you could stitch it or paper pierce it and then stitch it out. Um, I use a lot of those little beads. Oh, yeah, that is a good battery. Um, let's see, what do I want to do now? I think I'll just keep making some waves. Well, actually, you know what I should finish? Well, I don't feel like finishing it though. I don't know. I'm starting to fade. I'm starting to fade and get hungry. Um, oh gosh. You don't have power now? Or you mean in case it goes out in a storm? Oh gosh. Mm, let's see. Is everyone in here? I think I am in embroidery category, aren't I? I can't remember if I am or not. No, I'm in scrapbook and journaling. I think the future ones are. Oh, so I could do other stuff. Um, mm, um, oh, well, that's not good. You better make sure you charge. I think you're going to sleep, Bobby. You're supposed to be resting, girl. She is supposed to be sleeping. Oh gosh. Um, I'm starting to fade and I'm hungry, guys. What do I have around me? What else I have around me? But I do want to work on this. Oh, I will work on this more in the morning. Um, well, that stinks that they're turning the power off. Is it like a rolling power thing to protect from electric surges or fire stuff, or just seems like a lot of areas are doing that now. Up north, they're doing that here around here. What did I do with my? Oh, well, that's not. That's oh, how long is that going to take? That seems like it could take some time. Oh, well that's not too bad. Let's see, I want this blue. I'm gonna end up with a tangled mess here. Watch. Okay, there we go. Like, I'm too tired to find the tail. I can feel it. This is the first time I've felt sleepy. Although I think the medication is keeping me awake again like I used to. Because I used to before the last what 3 4 months. I could go multiple days in a row, and I would be on for hours and hours and hours, and I can't do that anymore. But I think it is because of my blood sugar, and it's starting to get better. So where is everybody, and what's everybody up to? What's going on? But do we have other sellers in here? If you are a seller or a new seller, feel free to let me know. And if you have any questions about whatnot or anything, feel free to ask. I've been on the platform for a little over a year and a half now. When I started with no, I mean, from zero, no followers. got my first 1,000 sales and 1,000 followers in my first month, and we've just been growing and growing. I actually came on here, um, January of 24, January 24 or 25? 25, January 25. And, because I happened to see it on a news show. Oh, no monitors, that's not gonna be fun. And, I just I'm like, "Oh, this kinda looks cool," and then I started getting hooked on all the craft stuff that was out here, and I started buying a lot of craft stuff too. I need to do a show like that. I need to Hey, neats. I need to I have ordered stuff the past few months, and I have not opened it. It's just they're all sitting in boxes and packages, and it's it's a thing. So, it's a whole thing. Um, but yeah, I just started wanting to see how what it was all about, and I'm like, oh, this could be cool. It's like a yard sale, like we were talking about earlier, and not doing a yard sale and like a de-stash. Well, um, that kind of never happened. I started on here, would come on late night. We would have a lot of fun. I got the reselling bug and started buying estate craft supplies. So I do have a lot of craft supplies too. um, and I haven't run them. All of a sudden, then I kind of gravitated into handmade, and handmade items have been um, really popular for me, especially my books and and my ephemera too. But I still do craft supplies. I did collectibles too at the start. I want to get back into that because I have a ton of collectibles. Um, I love doing playing cards. I haven't done that in a while too, so I want to get back into that. That's why I started getting into a lot of trains, and which is really good when you're a new seller. If you're any new sellers here, try to get into trains as much as possible. That gives you a chance to get new followers, because especially trains that have um, a lot of people that are established, because and try to set oops, excuse me, see, I'm too close to the tripod. Um, get into trains with people that are established, and if you know who they are, um, try to coordinate your show either right after them or close after them, so that you can have all that um, traffic right into your show, and go and visit. So you can't even why you can't even see that stitch. It's blended in so much, but it's going to cause a texture thing, which is cool. So um, I used to just kind of hang out and everybody and talk, you know, say hi, be nice, not, just be genuine, be real in the shows, ask questions, be curious, comment on things that are going on in the chat. Um, and just all that stuff helps the sellers you're visiting too. You don't have to purchase to help the sellers. You can chat, and you can tap the hearts, and you can that all helps the algorithms. So just kind of be participate and be genuine in the shows, and from there you'll get followers. I always just I like to shop, so I would shop in all the craft shows, and I would chit chat and started making friends and things, and then went into raid trains, and um, we're at a little over 5,000 followers now. And I don't have it in my. I got the thumbnail and I did not post it. Good morning, Ada. Um, look where I am so far. I have to finish the blanket stitch on the side, but hello again, Lulu. Um, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. We're gonna do my birthday and 5K celebration on August 14th, so be on the lookout for that. Um, that'll be fun. There'll be some just hanging out and selling stuff and making stuff and giveaways. So we'll see what types of giveaways I'll be doing. That'll be fun. Then I don't know what we're gonna do for my birthday. The 14th is my actual birthday, so I don't know. Because it's a Friday, I don't know. I took the day off so I could come and hang out and have fun. And that is so weird. It's like there's a stitch, but you can not. Well, I can't. Can you? Barely see that stitch. It's like blends right into it, but it's actually gonna offer. It's offering a little bit of quilting type texture. I can't even see it to finish sewing. Um. Oh, my raid train too. The strawberry party. It's actually I was actually thinking of a sunflower party because I do like sunflowers. This time of year, I really like sunflowers. My classroom when I taught was sunflowers. So yeah, it's probably gonna have sunflowers and strawberries of some sort. Oh no, you swiped out. Oh, okay, you were here. I do that sometimes. I go to look at something or I want to get a better view, and so I swipe away the text. You guys know that you can do that, so you can get a better view and you can zoom in. Um, and then I end up swiping out. Oh, that could Lulu, have you ever heard my swiping out story? I don't think I've said it in a long time. I don't know. And Allie's heard my swiping out story. Ada's heard my swiping out story. So one time I was in somebody's show, just like you guys are in here, and somebody said something funny. Well, let me back up a little bit. So it was like spring break last year or something like that, and the boys wanted to go to a card like a card collectible shop and look through cards. So they've got all these bins of cards, and then they've got trays or tables so that people can play the card games. They have like nightly card game things and stuff. So I took them to this place. They're looking through the cards, and I decided to go sit at the tables while I wait for them and watch Whatnot because I was pretty new to Whatnot still, been on for maybe 2.5 months or so, and so it's still like excited about, and I mean, I still like to shop, but I know it's like all new. I was like, "Oh, this is so cool!" And I'm watching and chit chatting and stuff, and listening to a show, and somebody said something funny, and it's funny enough that it made me laugh out loud. So first, I'm sitting in there, mind you, it's just the boys and I, and then the cashier at the register in the shop at this point, and it's not like a huge thing where it's not obvious that I'm a big dork, and so so I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I bust out laughing for no reason at all apparent to anyone around me, but I laughed so hard that I dropped my phone, and then when I got up to pick up my phone, my purse got caught in the chair, and I made this huge loud noise, and it was a big old mess. Well, so I'm causing this ruckus while I'm laughing. And I pick up my phone. And so what do I do when I pick up my phone? I picked it up and swiped at the same time. So I swiped out of the show I was watching. And so I'm like, "Oh, no." Yes, just like that, Lulu. "Oh, no." I swi I swiped out into somebody's show, and I'm like, "Oh, shoot." And so I'm trying to swipe back into the other show, but I before I can, I hear, "Hello, Gathered Crafter." I'm like, "Oh, no." Like, because now I can't swipe out. I've been greeted and welcomed, and now I'm guilty, and I gotta sit in for a little bit. And so, um, and when I'm in shows, just like I told you, I talk. If someone says hello to me, I say hello back. So I go and I write what I thought was hello, and it auto corrected to help. So I send help in the chat. I start giggling because, mind you, I'm already in this goofy, giggly mood because I've been laughing at what had been happening in the other show. So I'm giggling because I wrote help. And then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh no, "Are you okay, Gathered Crafter? Does anyone know Gathered Crafter? She needs help. She's calling for help. Does anyone know if she's all right? Does anyone know who she is?" It's like she's asking for help. "Are you okay?" And she's panicking, poor thing, because I've written help. And meanwhile, I'm sitting like a crazy person in this card shop with tears rolling down my eyes because I am hysterically laughing and I cannot talk. I can't move. I can barely breathe because I am like laughing in hysterics because this has happened. And I'm trying to gain my composure. I can see my boys side eyeing me from across the room because they're like, "What is wrong with our mother?" She's, she's like just sitting there laughing. The cashier kind of was looking at me like I've lost my mind. And I'm like, I'm just laughing. I can't stop laughing. And I to the point where I can't even type. I that I couldn't. So I finally walk over to the boys because I'm laughing so hard to tell them what's going on because I almost wanted to tell them, "Can you type?" And I meant to say hello or something like that. So I get up and that kind of stops and calms me down. And I go over to the boys and tell them what's happened, and then I type to the lady, I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. No, no, don't worry." I'm like, "I'm okay. I didn't mean to type help. It was a typo. I meant to type hello." And so then she stops talking because she's reading it, and all of a sudden there's like this long pause. Or not a long pause, but there's like this, you know, pregnant pause where there's nothing going on. And then all of a sudden, she busts out laughing because of the typo. And so because she's laughing, I start laughing again. Neither what, she can't hear me laugh. I can hear her laugh. I'm like, we're both in hysterics. So now you can hear the phone's giggling. I'm giggling. My boys think I've lost my mind. And all because I typed help in the chat when I accidentally swiped out of the show I was watching. So that's my story. That's my swiping out story. But oh my gosh, I was she was belly laughing, I was belly laughing. It was a whole thing. It was quite funny. So that's my swiping out story. Anyone else have a funny swiping out story? I really can't see that. That's like completely went invisible this color. No, it wasn't busy. Another couple had come in by this point while I'm, like, tears rolling down my eyes and stuff, but the cashier must have thought I was nuts. And my boys know I'm a goofball, so they kind of side-eyed me when I was away from them, but then when I came over, they actually started giggling too, and they're like but it wasn't like, "Mom," they were like, "Mom, you gotta control yourself," but they weren't, like, surprised. They weren't surprised that I was being a big dork, and so so it was funny, but yeah, it was and oh, and then so then after all that, I felt like I had bought and I feel so bad. I do not remember the lady's name of the show. That I didn't remember the show's name to ever go back and like follow or anything because I was like so like trying to come down from the giggle fest. I I was like after all that, I felt like I had bonded with her too, so I sat there and I watched her with she had crystals and rocks, and at the time, I was still new, I was just, like, wanting to watch craft stuff, so I sat there for a while and watched crystals and rocks, and I always wonder because I know I have friends that yeah, it was just uncontrollable, I had lost it, and there was just no way I could stop. And then when she started laughing, that was it. I was done. Like, but yeah, that was fun. The only other time I did that really bad was when I was in college and I minored in dance. And so we had to go and watch some of the performances sometimes, and then do like critiques and things on it. Yes, we can get going in here too. Oh my gosh. There have been some nights where I mean, at one point, everybody there would be like, "Okay, how long is it gonna be until we get Carmen into, like, hysterical giggles?" Um, yeah, it can get bad. It's been well, bad in a funny way, though. It's fun. I like when we have those big giggle nights. Um, now I lost track. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, that's a lot of thread. Okay. Um, oh shoot, what was I saying? I don't remember where I left, but I remember thinking I always wonder because now I do have friends on here that do crystals and rocks, and I know who they are, and I always wonder if it was one of them and I didn't realize it. If it was one of them that I went and rated their show and cried for help. But I don't know. I'll never know. Really cannot see the stitching with that light blue that I did. I'm like trying to can you see it? I can't see it. I can see it here. Look, I really did it. It's really there, but I cannot see it. A little bit right there. I don't even know how I stitched that without being able to see it. I know. Just type help. It does match, like completely match with the fabric. It's all blended in and it's giving texture. So, and I could do this in an actual ombre if I really wanted to be fancy. I'm not doing it. Not not gonna do it. I'm not I craft because it relaxes me and I have fun doing it. I don't craft to a point where I need to make it this big ordeal into something and have it um and if you like doing things a certain way, that's it. But I'm not gonna be these are the rules and you have to follow the rules and if you don't, then shame on you kind of thing. That's not me. Um you should have because I don't as long as you get there, however your journey takes you there, then that's how you needed to do it. It's just you can learn different techniques and styles of things, but in the end, it's your project. So of course you couldn't do that sewing if you were a seamstress and then you have one sleeve longer than the other. That probably is not a good idea, and you want to follow the instructions. But for stuff like this, you don't need instructions. That's why junk journaling's fun. Out with the rules. I probably would have been a hippie if I was around in the 60s. Down with a man. I'm like, you could tell I'm getting loopy. I haven't been on here loopy in a long time. So, yeah. Maybe if I type help next time, it'll actually say hello. But there was a point in time, and everybody had the problem. So I know it wasn't just me. You would type something and it would, whatnot, would like it, the autocorrect or the auto type thing would, the autocorrect would just change your words. Like, I knew it I typed it and press send, and it was not what I had typed. So, I'm doing a seed stitch if anyone was curious. I think this one's mostly gonna be seed stitches. Um, it's interesting though, I'm probably gonna have to pull if I want more of a quilted look, I think I'm gonna have to pull my stitches tighter because I do have see how nice and closed now with a blanket stitch, all 3 layers are all together, but I'm not and maybe I just need more stitching, but it doesn't feel like it. I like the fun text I don't know, I like the textures and the way it feels. but it doesn't. Oh, what did I say? Now I don't remember what I said, Lulu, for you to say it does it to me. That's what I get for rambling on and then looking after a couple little autocorrect. It still does it. I forgot. See, I forgot at that time. I squirrel. That's why my little mascot's a squirrel. Yeah, it's still. It doesn't, but it doesn't seem as bad. Or maybe I'm not typing as much. But for some reason, it doesn't seem like it's as bad as it used to be. But maybe I'm just not. I haven't been able to go on the shows as much lately as I usually do. As I used to. But I'm just kind of following that initial line and that'll give it some texture. But I kind of want to do it all the way down. So it's gonna take me a while. And then I still have to do the blanket stitch on the rest of the edge, but I don't feel like doing blanket stitches. I feel like doing blanket stitches right now. I'm not gonna do it, darn it. And then maybe after that I'll add might make a beaded dangle with all the stuff we have here. All the stuff in this one. But yeah, this doesn't have to be perfect by any means. It's whatever you want to make and interpret with the items you have been given. And when it's not exactly like mine and you send it to me and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so cool. I think that's awesome. Because more than likely it comes out better than anything I've thought of. That's why I don't want to limit you by showing you an example beforehand. I just mentioned what I want to do on this one because I think the technique we're going to use with the fabric is going to be fun. That was probably the most I've ever explained of how I was going to work my slow stitch kit ever. Usually I don't say that much. My throat is sore and I am actually hungry. And I cannot eat at one almost 1:50. We ate early. It's because Jake and I ate. We went school shopping. This is the latest I have ever. He starts tomorrow, and we just went school shopping after work today. That is the. I don't think I have ever waited that long ever to school shop ever. So we did a little shopping. Took him to dinner, and then almost forgot to pick up Ben from work. My other son. Oh, let's see. I'm getting a little bit faster now. But see, you can just. This is something you just kind of do. You don't even have to think about it once you um like if you're following a pattern or something too. Like I'm just following along the wave and I'm just making waves. Did you? Oh, nice. Well, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Yeah, I'll probably do a little bit more. Um, and I'm probably gonna call it too because I'm gonna be back on in like 5 hours. If I want to get on, I probably really should sign off for a little bit um, and sleep. Oh, I can hear the dogs now. The dogs have been so cute. They're getting along so well. So I don't know. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I even finished that story. I think I scrolled on that one. So, um, we have a 5-year-old. She's like a Rottweiler mix, trying to figure we're gonna figure out what she is. We're gonna do a DNA test because we got a DNA test. Oh, Louis, I did not show you Louis's picture. So I was gonna show you Louis's picture before I told you what we found out on the DNA test. So we got this like package at the vet, and it includes like when he's old enough, he'll get neutered, all his shots, flea and tick stuff, and it comes with a DNA test, which I thought was cool because we always wanted to do that for Luna, but we never did. So now we kind of want to do it because we're like, this is cool information. So where's that cute little picture of him that Gab sent me? Okay, so this is our 5-year-old. That's Luna. That's Luna. We They told us she was a Rottweiler, and she's kind of got the coloring, but she's like long leg on stilts and everything, does not really look like a Rottweiler. So she's our big baby. She's my daughter's, but she's our big baby. And this is our new little Louie. So little Louie came to us a month ago. And so we did a DNA test on him. Well, we thought he was that was a whole thing in itself too. Our German Shepherd had just passed away March 1st. So it's been, gosh, how long has it been now? March, April, May, June. Oh my gosh, 5 months already. That was hard. A lot of us had a lot of puppy drama stuff happening, and so um, anyway, he had passed. He was our first true family dog. He was a German Shepherd, and we weren't sure we wanted a dog, and we had been saying no, 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 no. Well, finally, we came to terms, and we're like, yeah, we kind of want Luna to have a buddy. Chief was not Luna's buddy by any mean. He wanted to eat her alive. We had to keep them separate. So, um, and he was a really good dog. He just would always growl at her, and so she lived upstairs. He lived downstairs. Well, we got Louie, and we wanted to make sure that they bonded, so Gabby's been training him like she trained Luna, and, he housebroke in the first week. I could not believe it. So he housebroke in the first week. He knows 3 different commands already. He can shake, sit, and down. He knows to sit at the door when he has to go potty, so that we know he has to go potty. He sits there and waits until we open the door, and then he goes out. Um, but he's a nipper. He's a weren't sure what he was. We were going to get we were this lady at my husband's work said that she knew we were kind of looking for a dog again, and she's like into like rescues and knows all these people that have litters of puppies and breeds puppies and all this stuff. So she had her cousin had a blue heeler that needed a home. There was like 3 siblings. They needed one of them needed a home. They were in California. She was going to bring them back around 4th of July, and then we would, you know, have our puppy. Well, the week before the 4th, she found out that because they lived on a ranch with their parents were ranch dogs, cattle dogs, blue heelers. So um, they so they were there. They were running around the ranch at some point, and I guess someone stole the last 3, including our little Levi. We had a name for him and everything. We had a name for him. My daughter was getting attached. I was also getting kind of a little attached. So it was like another loss after the loss of our German Shepherd, that because the dog was stolen. Gabby thinks she saw it on Craigslist, but we couldn't verify because it's in California. Anyway, so we were like really bummed. The lady felt super bad because of all that had happened. And so um she's like, I'm gonna find you a puppy. I promise I'll find you a puppy. Well, not even 24 hours, she texts my husband and says, um, I found you a puppy. And so we're like, this is like 2 weeks before we were ready to have a dog. Um And so she took him to work. She took Louis to work and said he's a blue healer. Shows pictures. He did look like because of his markings. We're like, I don't know, he doesn't really look healer, but when we could see his chest and his paws, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's got the spots. He is a healer. Um, so we're like, okay. So we get him, bring him home, and he's the sweetest little thing, but he's a nipper because he's a herding dog. So he just nips. Like when he's tired, he nips. And so we were curious because we couldn't figure out because his face kind of looks pit bull. I'm like, I don't know, because he's also got a chocolate. If I don't know if you could see it very well, but can you see the brown? He's also got chocolate, so I'm like, maybe he's a chocolate lab mix. So we couldn't figure out what he was. So we were so excited to get the DNA. So we get the DNA back, and he's definitely cattle dog. So he is a healer, um, 61%. But then he's poodle. I'm like, how is that poodle? So I call him our poodle now because I think it's funny. So he's healer, 61% healer, 19% poodle, and like 13% golden retriever, and then a whole line of a little mix of things. I'm like, he does not. So he's that's our golden retriever. That's what I was saying. I've been calling him our poodle or our golden retriever instead of the cattle dog. I mean, he's definitely majority cattle dog, but I just think that's so funny. And then, but the DNA thing, I had never seen one of those DNA tests before. It was really cool because it shows who his possible siblings were. It's funny, like that shows the connections of the people that are also within that network at the vet who are distant relatives of him, tells us what whose grandparents were. His grandparents, one of his grandparents was a golden doodle, which is where the poodle and the golden retriever come from. So yeah, so we were just so he is the sweetest little guy. He's getting, but if you watch Bluey, and it's funny that we ended up with the cattle dog because Bluey, if you don't know, I love the show Bluey. No, I don't have. We do not have any children for the age range of Bluey in this house. Not even when it came to America. Yet all the kids and I love that show. So it's like our relaxing show. And so it's so funny that we ended up with a healer. I wanted to call him Bluey, and they're like, no, they wanted an alliteration with Luna. So Jake got to name him. So that's why the other one was going to be named Levi, but he didn't look like a Levi, but he looked like a Louie. So it's Luna and Louie, and and um and but we do call him Louie Bluey. We call him Louie Bluey. So, but he is so sweet. He actually doesn't really like that toy. This was like an early one when he was first came, but they're so sweet together. She's finally bonding with him. She was a little timid at first. Luna was a little timid at first with him, but now she gets her dog on. She's like the mama dog, the alpha dog, and she puts him in his place when he starts nipping too much, or even when he gets out of hand with us, like gets a little too crazy. She calms him down. They're playing together. But he's a lot of fun. He's a sweetie. He's really lovable. His golden retriever definitely. He's got that golden retriever personality. He's high energy, but the two of them wear each other out. They're so funny. They'll come downstairs and they'll play tug of war, and then you can hear them panting, and then they're ready to go upstairs to their room and take a nap. So, so they're keeping each other busy, and yeah, that's our golden retriever. That's our golden doodle. So I've been calling him because I don't know if you our kids, they get it from social media. I guess they call golden doodles like chicken nugget dogs because when they curl up, they look like a plate of chicken nuggets. So they call him the burnt chicken nugget dog. So, and I'm like, he has no curl. He's starting to get a little bit of wave on the back on his back, but yeah, that's our little Louie. And one day I did have him on, and you could see, some of you might have seen when he just was like loving me all up. He's like just could not stop licking my face, and he's very lovable. So that's my dog story, and that's my poodle, Louie. Okay, well, seeing as how I'm going to aim to try to come back on in 5 hours. I think I better go a s take a nap, really. I was gonna say take a sleep. Take a nap. Um, we'll work on the cherry blossom in the morning, and I'll show this again, and then I'll show some of my paper stuff too. We'll see how much I can do in, like, an hour, hour and a half, because unfortunately, I still have to work. But, I'll be on Friday, Monday. Hello, I do need to go to sleep. Friday morning as well, and then Friday evening. So, because I got a lot of stuff. If you're a junk journaler, I had this huge haul from Goodwill once where my battery died, and so I couldn't finish selling it on the show. So I went and I bought it all, and it's still sitting in my boxes. So we need to get it. There was like Cosmo Cricket, some really nice chipboard books. The only thing is I need to get the scale, and my son's cleared an area, and I don't know where they put my scale or my heat gun. So I gotta find it 'cause I want to get cleared stuff out. Excuse me, I gotta clear stuff out. I want to set up my studio. So thank you for hanging out with me. And if you purchase something tonight, you will. I don't do buyers giveaways. I just give my buyers goodies. So if you are a buyer, thank you so much, and you will get some extra little goodies from me. You just hanging out in here, everybody. Thank you so much. You being in here and talking and hanging out with me means a lot a- as well. Um, it helps. It helps in other ways. Like I said, every way helps. So thanks for hanging out with me. If you want to watch some of my videos, they're on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks for hanging out with us too. This will be up there. And my battle journal, if you want to check out some of my journal work. You know what else is up there that I did not realize I had up there? My Halloween composition planner is up there. I forgot I did a flip through with that. So if you ever want to see that too, so there's a couple of journals up there already, and I need to get a few more. I've got my other two battle journals, my dark and light flip flop journal, and my strawberry journal, which actually won junk battle of the junk journals, the first battle of the junk journals. Um, but I do love that cake. I hope you love that cake, Allie. I want to make another one. I'm actually going to do a YouTube series with that because I want to make one. I'm kind of thinking of making one for my birthday show. Um, maybe not two tiered, maybe one tier birthday cake. But yeah, we'll see. Someone actually thought it was a real cake when I posted it on Instagram. I thought that was funny. I haven't told her yet. It's not a real cake because she was gonna. She was like, "Oh, I want to refer you to some people are always asking me about if I know people who make cakes," and I was like, "Oh, she thinks it's a real cake." So check that cake out if you have not seen it. Um it does look like a cake in the cake box though. Um, but thank you everybody. Thanks again. I appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in a few hours again, and we'll do a little more slow stitching and some paper crafts in the morning, and definitely drinking coffee. So we're gonna see who I can read again. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Lulu. Aw, I'm glad. I do too. I like them too. It's fun to just come hang out and craft and chat. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. I have Tristy Thrifty is on. She's doing quilting, sewing, and fabrics. Chatty Crafty is on doing stickers. Does anyone know anybody that they want to read into? Since we were doing sewing and fabric, I think I'm gonna go to Tristy Thrifty if no one else has any ideas because she's doing quilting, sewing, and fabrics. You might be able to find something fun there. So throw strawberries in the chat and let her know we're there. Again, all these are in the bin if you're interested in them, and we will come back again in the morning. And thanks so much. I There we go. I'll see you later again. Have a great day, or get some sleep, or have a good few hours, and I'll see you in a little bit. Bye, everybody.